Last time you arrived in Agaton, which I didn't totally have to just hit the page toolbar to see what the name of the town was. You had a look around the museum and met a couple of new friends. Esme has a boyfriend.
Excuse me?
Yeah, the elf.
Esme, not Esme.
Tulip.
Tulip has a boyfriend.
Yeah, Esme is absorbed into this world and is just like,
Yes.
you're all my boyfriends
No,
now.
it's because I was looking at other things related to you.
Get off my Twitter.
I don't think he's ever getting off your Twitter at this point.
Well, at least I'm not the people getting off on your
Okay.
Twitter.
Yeah, I was about to say, as
no.
long as it's not getting off to my Twitter, then it's probably fine.
Oh my god.
Tulip got her finger replaced
Yes.
at very little expense, actually.
Mhm.
And I believe you had determined to go out to your actual destination, Blacksteel Bastion, come the morning.
Yep, I believe we heard some more explosion noises because of the hunter,
Yes.
and we had also gotten
What direction did we hear the hunter in?
The Bastion.
the direct bastion. Yeah.
Yes, west and south.
Oh, okay, exactly where we're going.
Yeah,
let's
exactly
go.
where we're going.
Exactly.
Yes.
And the church
Everything
also said that the
fine?
museum guy is suspicious. That's like normal, I guess.
It is morning.
Okay.
All
We
right.
get breakfast and we go? Question mark.
So we stayed at the Rowdy Inn.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
We did a bit of exploring. There wasn't much else we needed to do at this time, so I think we've had a couple days rest, so may as well.
What the fuck?
Mag.
Mag, please.
Alright, let's go kill some shit.
Okay.
Tulip's wound up. Let's fucking go.
Let's take a brief sojourn to here. The fuck did I just do? Oh god, I'm fucking up all the maps. There we go. So, it is that far.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's going to take most of a day to get there.
Would it actually be faster? I don't know how the train is like, but would it actually be faster to just do this since there's a road there?
Yes, it probably would be. It
I
probably.
know we're not on wagons or anything, but I mean the road's still a road.
The road is easier, yes. So you get to here around midday.
Okay.
Maybe a little after.
Oh.
Roads are generally pretty safe. Nothing seems to have accosted you.
Have we run into more of those church folks warning us about crystal people?
Yes, coming from Agaton this time,
So
overtaking
they're just-
you on horseback.
Got it. Makes sense.
Do
we hear?
Oh, go ahead.
Do we hear any explosions at this time? I assume not.
No.
Have they only? They've only been during the nighttime so far, right?
So far, yes. You have not heard any roaring or clashing of any kind, and you have not seen any large humanoids flying around in the sky.
Hmm.
Which is probably a good thing.
Probably.
Do we see a path that leads towards the fortress?
Roll me perception.
Okay.
All of us or just Zigga?
Anyone who thinks to look for a path.
Well, Zigga will say, "Let's look for a path."
Then everyone, if you want.
Zigga does not find a path.
Unfortunately, no one finds a path. Not a clear one, anyway.
It's been a while.
It has been a while since anyone's seen fit to actually use a road to get here.
Mm-hmm.
The area isn't particularly wooded, so it's not like you can look for a gap between trees where one used to be and it's also quite hilly. So even if there were one, it would disappear around a bend quite quickly.
Right.
Beans.
Beans indeed.
And
I
there's
think it's
no
actually just
like
grass.
hacking through it, right? Like one wood carving out a path in the Amazonian forest per se.
Sorry?
Like and we can't cut our own path through, right?
Oh, you can absolutely.
Should we? What do you guys think?
Is there much of a thing to cut through, or is it just like like hilly grassland mostly?
Hilly grassland, but it's like quite high grass. It's like coming up to your chest kind of grass.
So it's like is it
Sheesh.
like Fortress City level grass? I guess.
I guess probably.
Yes.
You can definitely walk through it like it's grass. It's not gonna eat you or anything.
Okay.
But
It'll be pretty
Well,
tiring, I guess.
Well, and that and there's also all sorts of nasty things that live in grass, like nettles and chiggers and stuff like that.
And what?
Oh,
Say chiggers?
I said chiggers. It's an American word.
it is an
It's
American
like,
word.
and it's not anything related to the other word.
No,
I
they're a type of mite.
Oh yeah, they're super fucking
Mm.
annoying.
I was going to say, I was expecting ticks.
They're
Like, yeah.
similar to
Ticks.
ticks.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like midges. Is that what they call them over there?
We
I'm
I'm
don't.
looking it up now.
We don't.
They're
We
called
don't have chiggers over here. I don't think.
What the
spider
fuck is a
mites,
midge, then?
berry bugs, harvest
They're
mites.
mosquito. Like, mosquito-esque thing is a midge.
A midge
Oh.
is technically any small non-mosquito biting fly.
Yeah, it's like anything that's going to bite you that, like, usually hangs around, like, brackish water.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
what we refer to as a midgie or a midge.
or a
think
mozzie.
the only
Okay.
A
yeah.
mozzie
Either
is a
way.
mosquito.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Either way, they're
yeah,
not.
chiggers are mites, and they suck.
They don't have a CR rating, so they don't exist.
they
Yeah,
might
that
have a
makes sense.
swarm. They might have a swarm.
Oh no.
Can
Are
I
you gonna
can I
fight-
just roll survival to try and navigate through the woodland?
You can indeed roll survival.
Go gadget. Yes.
Hey, thankfully the like net direction is pretty easy because you know it's pretty much just to the west of here.
Yeah.
And you wind your way around the hills and through the grass and over a couple of small streams until eventually you see above the grass on one of the hills is a large wall, and inside or beyond that wall you can see just the top of a rather ruined-looking manor house.
Hmm. How ruined are we talking? Like, is the roof gone and it's like the state of the wizard tower, or is it like
It's not
just
gone, but it's on its way. Let's
Fair
move
enough.
to here.
maps? Where are we? Southwest side, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you will be somewhere around like here. Tulip is tiny. Why is Tulip
Oh,
tiny?
Over there. Okay. I have
I
placed
see.
myself in the wrong place.
Ah,
But that
I
direction
see.
would make a lot more sense. Ah,
no.
I see 2 gates, and trying to climb the wall doesn't seem like it would. Well, I mean, we totally could climb the wall, but
how tall are these? I guess
10, 15 foot.
how treacherous do they look?
They're climbable, but there's probably an easier
Oh,
way.
we're
up.
over there. Okay.
That's fair.
speaking of that easier way up, so we'll start circling around.
Sure, yeah. We don't see any sign of movement, do we? Like from what we could see of the wall and that kind of thing.
Just some birds flapping around doing bird things.
As long as
The area is pretty flush with wildlife.
Hmm.
Oh, so okay. So I mean, like, you would think if there was, say, an extraordinarily large predator that lived in this area, that wildlife might stay away.
Uh,
So-
that seems questionable. The hunter, especially, if that's what you're referring to, I don't think he would go for the wildlife.
Would you like
I
to roll
mean-
nature?
Sure,
I don't know anything about nature.
I do. I think a little.
They would stay away if they were being hunted.
That makes sense to me.
Gotcha.
Perhaps they're too small. Perhaps he just doesn't go for them.
Makes sense to me.
And we don't see any signs of human life, right? Or humanoid life?
Aside from the presence of the ruin itself, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a rather large sign of like human life.
Can we climb these?
You can try.
What would we need? Athletics?
Athletics.
Learning. Walking.
Hey, you get just
You can-
up. You clamber up like a monkey.
Yeet! Can I help
Okay,
the
well,
others up?
if Tulip is climbing, then B is going to try to climb. Is a 17 enough?
It's well, you can just do that repeatedly if you're not under threat, right?
Correct. Well, I can do it even if I am under threat.
Couldn't
the
I
short
just
speed
lower a
thing,
rope? Like, couldn't I just lower a rope and
You-
help people?
You can. B can make it up with assurance. It'll take a little longer.
Sure. I mean, I'm gonna take advantage of Tulip's assistance. It's just
Sure.
that I want to know if I can get up close enough for
You
Tulip to
with
not
with the
get handled.
17, you can eventually make it up the cliff. Yes.
Sounds good.
What does the gatehouse look like?
Chris is gonna wander around, I guess.
I mean, I like Zigga is perfectly capable of climbing, but I just don't see the point of exerting that effort when we're all
It was
gonna
fun.
go walk around anyway.
It's
Yeah.
my extra exercise.
Yeah.
The gatehouse is maybe 10 foot tall, about 10 foot wide, maybe a bit more actually. It's quite big. It's got a big metallic portcullis currently closed down the front of it. The walls around it seem pretty sturdy and stacked and stable. They're going up probably around 15 feet.
How was the state of the walls on the side that we were on? If we're
Uh,
looking like
Perfectly intact.
that's unfortunate. And how tall? You said 15 feet? Was
15 feet, yes.
How wide are the portcullis? Does it look like I could possibly squeeze through them?
No. It's like a grid of metal beams, and you
Uh-huh.
you could quite happily get your arm in, but you're not gonna get your shoulders through.
Hmm.
Like if you got your head in, you might get stuck.
Okay.
Does
Alright, I was
anyone have a
really-
grappling hook?
I was really hoping to use acrobatics.
Yes, I do
Yes.
actually.
Yeah, I have a grappling hook as well. I could easily climb over the wall if it came to that. I'm just trying to look around. Does it look like the portcullis is rigidly in place, or does it look like it's locked into position?
Um,
I think it's gonna attempt to lift the portcullis.
It doesn't move.
I think even if it's not locked, the weight is not insubstantial.
Yeah, no. But I mean, like if it gave, then it would be something like Tulip and I could work on together.
Yeet.
But if it's not, then yeah.
Just looking at how much metal is there, it's probably more than the two of you can lift together on a good day.
Could
Okay.
I punch through it?
Zigga is as the other two are working their way around. Zigga is reaching into his bag, pulling out his rope and grappling hook and everything like that, and get ready to jump over the wall somewhere right here.
Tulip,
We
you
noticed-
you can absolutely try to punch through it.
It'll
It's
probably hurt.
it's real big and real metal.
What about, is anything weird about the outside walls here? Is there any damage that looks like it wasn't caused just by natural degradation?
As far as you can tell, it looks completely intact from the sections
Well-
that you've seen.
On the bright side, that probably means the hunter has not been breaking through any of these walls in pursuit. So if we're lucky, he might not be here. Even if he's in the area.
Does B want to try another route, or should we meet up with the Blees trademark?
We might as well meet up with the boys. We're just I think I'm thinking that we just came up here to kind of examine the walls, or B is thinking that. I don't know. She doesn't know what Tulip might just have wanted to climb, and B can understand that. But
Tulip was wanting to examine the structure of the building and plan out a point of attack.
then
But if
then we are
yeah,
in accord.
So then, as y'all round the corner, Ziggo's let loose his grappling hook, and he's gonna try to scale this section of the wall right here.
To use a grappling hook, you must make an attack roll with the secrets trait against a DC depending on the target.
Okay.
Lol.
Yeah, you fucking land it. It's definitely hooked around something. You can't see what it is, such as the nature of grappling hooks.
I would assume, based off the anatomy of what I'm throwing it at, that it's the far wall of the other side.
It's nuts. He's just grabbing the other side and waiting for you to climb over.
It's wrapped around his trunk-like neck, and he's just
No,
standing there waiting for you to come up.
wait,
He's
it's
squeezing the grappling hook between his two pincers, and then as Zigga climbs, he lifts it up, and so Zigga's just dangling in the air, and then eats him like an hors d'oeuvre.
I love how he's got pincers now.
I love the idea that it's that one Looney Tunes joke where it's the gorilla and Bugs Bunny. He's like, "Don't you?"
Yeah. That's
Yeah, it's
exactly what I was
"Take a
thinking
step
of.
on this line, I'll cut it." The gorilla just grabs it and fucking drags the entire cliff over.
That is
It's just
exactly what I was thinking of.
Okay, Zigga scales the rope and gets onto the wall.
Athletics, please. It's not a hard one, but you do still need to try, unless you have assurance.
No, I do not have insurance.
Good one. Okay.
You are not making anything happen for the rest of the session because that is all of your luck.
Yeah.
Those
I
are your
guess so.
rolls now.
Today's they only rolls 1 or 20.
Yeah, you get to the top with little trouble. Beyond the crenellations, there is a little walkway for you to stand on.
Yeah, so starting on the crenellations, I'm going to look into the courtyard and see what I can see in the game, or what I can see from my player perspective. Is there anything else beyond what we can see as players?
You can see the 6 incredibly burnt buildings there, and the central tower in the middle. Beyond that, you can just about see the edge of another gatehouse, or another gate anyway, and beyond that, the manor proper. Many windows smashed, but the wall's still standing.
Okay. What about the central tower? What does it look like its purpose was?
Fortification, storage, surveillance. It goes up above the wall, so you could definitely see over into the grasslands and the forest a bit from the top
It's a
of it.
panopticon. Okay, I'm being silly. Okay.
It could be. You
then-
don't know.
Yeah. Then I'm going to work my way over this direction.
Sure.
Is there a like an actual gatehouse inside along the wall of the crenellation there?
There is not an entire house. It's more of like a little hut that has on either side that has a winch system for the portcullis.
Yeah. So, do they both have to be pulled at the same time? Looking at the mechanism.
Do you have any skill check to determine that?
Stealth.
Yes, but it'll be a very high DC.
The reason I say stealth is because that's the trapping mechanism, right?
It is.
Or
Yeah.
thievery. I'm sorry, thievery.
Yes, thievery, but it would be a pretty high DC because it isn't explicitly a trap, but it works on similar principles. Yeah, you reckon? Yeah, probably both of them. If nothing else than just for the weight of it, it would need, even with the pulleys, probably 2 people to pull it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, I'll relay that to Tulip that I need another set of hands on the other side.
All right.
If she can climb up.
Cool. I guess Tulip will try to climb or grapple.
Are you going to try your own grappling hook?
mean, I think the other one's still hanging there.
The other one's still there. Just climb it.
Well, okay, but I'm Tulip, and like the universe hates me, and it's gonna break, and then Zig is gonna be all like, "You broke my grappling hook, you dingus," and Tulip's gonna be sad.
I mean, under normal operation, they don't just break randomly. Just unless you
Okay,
like try and gnaw through it as you're like climbing with your teeth or something like that. And
Tulip canonically has knife hands now.
Climbing with
No.
your teeth.
All
It's just
right.
like one of those cartoons where they just like and like bite into it and then just leave it their way up the wall.
Do I need to roll athletics, Thomas?
Athletics to climb, attack to use your own grappling hook. Which will
I'll
it
climb
be?
I'll use the pre-existing grappling
Sure.
hook since I'm being bullied.
Yeah, you
Tulip
get up
seems
there,
to
no
have-
trouble. What is with
What's
these?
with
These
all of the
rolls?
30s?
We have had 3
20,
crits
20,
already.
20.
Four.
I had
Five.
four,
We have had 5.
five.
We had 5
Five
crits
crits.
already.
We're gonna get into combat, and it's just gonna be 3s.
I've rolled 3 times this entire session, and all 3 times I've either rolled a 1 or a 20.
I really hope that the combat isn't that swingy, because I did tune it fairly high for this.
Oh, there's actual combat. Let's fucking go.
Oh
I
yeah,
wanna
there
try-
will be, yeah.
Hell
Let's
yeah,
go.
let's go, boys.
Tulip, you are up on the wall.
Yes,
as
and
is Zigga.
Tulip would like to help Zigga lift the gate.
While the
please.
winches you see are on the bottom.
Oh, yeet.
Well, yeah, I guess we're jumping over then.
That
mean-
is an acrobatics check.
Oh,
Or you could use your other grappling hook.
Or you could just lower a rope down and do an athletics
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
Zi-
let's do
but Zigga may want an opportunity to show off his catness.
Hmm.
Is that Zigga's catness?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my
it-
god.
It is a little disappointing to like. The only time I'm using an acrobatics check in like 5 sections is to jump down a 10-foot jump.
15 foot.
Okay.
You land pretty safely. You got the whole 3-point landing down. Little superhero look. You're kind of sad that Chris and B didn't actually see it because they were on the other side of the wall, but you know it looked
That's
cool.
okay. Yeah, Tulip will tell him it looked real
Didn't
cool.
Tulip just run athletics again there?
To climb down with a rope, yes.
Oh, you climbed the rope.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was handily done. There is now a rope up and down each side. Should anyone else wish to try and climb over before they open the gate.
Well, let's give
If
it
they
a
fail
try,
to
I
open the gate,
guess.
then maybe.
Yeah, let,
Yeah, Chris and B sort of look at each other and wander over to the gate, like, no.
Nah, this is fine. Athletics
it-
from the both of you to work this mechanism, please.
Okay.
Lol.
That's still not that bad.
Lol.
Oh,
Yeah, me and Zig are like big
You-
pimping today. Sheesh.
yeah, you got the teamwork going. It's
It
crunchy.
makes the teamwork.
It's crunchy and rusty and a bit bad, but you managed to get it off the ground enough to
Right.
to let B and Chris through,
Let's go, nerds.
and you're fairly sure you've locked it into position.
Okay.
Lock
Right.
it into position of
Alright.
like halfway up.
Yes.
Okay.
If they let go, does it come crashing down?
I don't know. Did they let go?
No, this isn't Final Destination. I'm not gonna Final Destination my sister.
Okay, well,
Mm,
I guess B will walk through quickly.
I love that Zig
are
did
there-
a little
I did not.
But what if? But what if?
B and Chris, could you please make a will save?
Oh,
Are there like are there like pinions in place that we can put to
Oh.
lock it in position?
Yeah.
There is a mechanism to lock it in position. Yes.
Okay, yeah, we'll utilize that then.
wills.
B, you feel like you've crossed the threshold,
Okay.
which is pretty obvious. You have crossed the threshold, but you feel like you've crossed the threshold.
Huh. Okay.
Mm,
Can I use detect magic while we're in here?
Yes.
Just sort of wander around and see if I get anything. Do.
B is gonna look back at the gate, and she's gonna ask
Oh.
Zigga and Tulip, did you guys feel anything when you were climbing over the wall?
Chris, could you please stop there for me?
Nope.
You in here?
Yes.
Into the
Oh
burnt
god,
house.
Chris is gone.
I'm gonna grab our
Tulip will
grappling
shake her
hooks
head
and
and say that she doesn't feel anything in particular.
give
Where-
tulips back to her.
Hold on, wait. Ah, I know what I've done. Okay. Everyone remember where you are.
Okay.
Focus
Okay.
real hard on where you are, because we're going to change thing now.
Okay.
Well,
I should have done that earlier.
The close up. Amazing. Okay, got it.
I am over here.
Okay, everyone please place yourselves.
Oh, so much
Uh,
smaller.
I don't even know where I am.
You had one job, Tulip.
I don't know where my fucking token is, B. Not the place where I was.
It wasn't down yet. You had to pull it out.
I need to zoom in because I am teeny tiny.
Yes,
There
sorry.
we
The
go.
scale kind of got fucked up in that transition, but I think it's probably fine.
Actually,
pull it
I
out
don't
from where?
see.
Oh, I'm
Tulip
not in a wall. I'm gonna say I'm like here.
Yes, so, okay, I designed this before I put the grid on it, so all of the walls are a bit fucked. If the square has the majority empty space, you can stand there.
Are these walls actually here, or is this is like fucked ruins and it's just like?
It is fucky ruins. There are remnants of wall there, but it's all like charred wood.
I guess I'm like climb over shit. Sure.
Yes. Right, so...
Tulip's tiny.
I don't know why Tulip is perpetually that small until resized. There we
Body issues. Body image issues.
So I'm just gonna move Chris back to what's the range on the tech map? Oh fuck me, I'm on the map
30
layer.
feet.
Don't be on the map layer.
It's an earthquake.
30 feet. So I'm gonna put you back to here. You feel the tinglings of magic to your north.
What in this building area?
In that
over here?
building, yes.
Zigga was doing the same thing, but going east.
You feel the tinglings of magic in the house to your east.
Okay.
I guess I
Um,
just carry on wandering. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was just curious. Do I look when I look around, and this probably would be a lore farming check actually. But when I look around, do I see the remnants of uh farming in this in this courtyard area? Like, would they have farmed here for sustenance for the manor and themselves?
It doesn't look like it on any large scale. There are a few areas in the ground that are like visibly a different shape. They're slightly raised and kind of square and overgrown with different plants. But it's not like agriculture. It's more like someone was growing flowers or herbs or something like that.
Hmm.
Gotcha. So they got their food imported. Okay.
Well,
So do we want to tackle things together as a group, presumably? And since Chris started,
Yes.
Zigga will start making his way over there. What about these other buildings that are on the way to the one that Chris is headed towards? Like these two smaller ones.
If you get close enough to them, you are getting tingles from them as well.
Hmm.
Okay. Zigga will call Chris over. Hey, like, let's start with the closest one
Sure.
before we work our way over there. And he'll step into the house.
Okay. Could you make a perception check, please?
Should Tulip also make one since she's right outside, or no?
If you're looking into the building, yes.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it.
I am also here.
I like pressing buttons.
Pressing buttons
Fucking hell!
is fun. What?
Go gadget. Well,
The 21 on perception. Fuck's sake.
I mean, you have a +8. Like.
I know, but my rolls are usually. Let me have this, Tom.
Oh, you can
alright?
have this. You can have this. This is all good. Bear with. Oh fuck. Had to look up a roll and then fat finger typing it in and make roll 20 very sad at me.
Tulip actually has the best perception of the party. I didn't realize that.
Chris and Tulip looking in through that window,
Mm.
you can both see remnants of not only the house, but the people who lived in that house.
Like skeletons or
Old.
furniture?
Old and charred bones lay on the ground.
Oh god, okay, was this a fucking... The hunter doesn't breathe fire, does he?
Well, we have no idea.
You haven't seen him breathe fire.
Is there any, like, roof damage or claw marks or anything?
There is no roof. And the walls are so damaged you're not sure you could pull a claw off of it for fire damage and natural weathering.
It's interesting that all the buildings are burned, but the fuck ever this thing is just like, Lamau whatevs.
It's made of stone.
The entire tower is made of stone?
The entire tower is made of stone. Well, the outer wall of it that you can see anyway is made of stone.
Fair enough.
Okay, should we move to the next house, or should we explore
Well,
Big Boy here?
Zigga's continuing to like
Try and
move
figure
further
out
into
what's
the house.
magical.
Yeah, to find what's magical.
It's kind of all around you right now.
But just inside the houses.
It's only pinged when you've gotten close enough to the house.
Okay, well he'll search the house thoroughly then.
Okay.
I guess the distinction between a spot check and a search check, although I guess there's not a difference anymore.
No, they are both perception checks.
Is it the skeletons?
The skeletons.
So as Zig is searching, probably gets to about here, if I may be so bold. And something happens. Where's your sheet?
It's hidden.
I'm not allowed your sheet anymore. I must play blind.
I'm using a stealth check against the DM.
That's not allowed.
Tulip's sheet is also hidden from the party. I think that one's new.
Okay.
Not that it really matters.
The skeleton that you walked past to get to where you are reaches out and grabs at your leg.
It's time!
It was the fucking skeletons.
I'm afraid it has hit you
Skesn't.
when you weren't looking.
Well, I have my AC that's godly, and I can't be flat-footed, so it still hits me.
Oh, you can't be flat. Why can't you be flat-footed?
Because I've got
Uncanny dodge.
super ninja shit.
Oh
deny
no,
advantage.
sorry, I forgot about your feature super ninja shit.
He's gonna be the next Hokage.
I'm not flat-footed to hidden, undetected, or flanking creatures of my level or lower.
Which one's that?
Deny advantage.
Oh, that's your new one, isn't it?
Yeah, I just got that.
Yeah, okay then, it misses you. It grabs at your boot still, but instinctively you kick it away. And this skeleton is starting to stand. And the other skeletons are also starting to rattle a bit.
How many were there?
In the house.
Boop.
There's a lot of them.
Do we need to roll for initiative?
Yes, we
Yeah!
do.
Let's fucking go!
I'm about to rapier these skeletons so hard.
Yes.
Everybody knows rapiers,
Totally different.
rapiers are super effective on skeletons.
Rapiers are
Oh,
great against
Fuck, I
skeletons.
didn't click on myself.
Yes,
goodness
please
sake.
do.
I'm gonna roll, but I don't think B knows right now until something happens.
Oh. She knows something's up.
I imagine Zigga probably made a noise when he was grabbed.
Yeah.
Well, that depends. Is Zigga the type to squeal girlishly when he gets jump scared?
Oh, I rolled a D2. Nice, but I rolled max on the D2.
You did crit the D2, so you've got that going for you.
Oh, it's doing the thing again where it's like...
You need to click on your token before you hit the initiative button.
I did, though, but okay.
I mean, I can manually add you and you can add the roll, that's fine.
Is Tulip's
There you
token
go.
potentially not? Oh no.
Oh, my first was a fucking 16. That sucks. Ow.
Boop. B. You just heard Zigga go, ah!
And,
Or something to that effect.
And Chris go, well, fuck.
Okay, well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to spend one action thinking about what kind of enchantments on Parcoluses would ping magical. Like, do they have any do they have things that kind of alert the rest of the four, or like what's likely there? Because B is just thinking he probably stepped in something for now.
Relevant magic check.
Arcana maybe, because
Yeah,
it's a ward.
Arcana would work. Absolutely, there could be something that would like trigger the activation of
Mhm.
constructs or other magical beings, of which skeletons are obviously necromantic.
Yeah.
That is
Okay.
definitely a possibility.
Got it. Okay. I suppose that's not good enough to know like what might be likely for like things at a gate to key off of this. Like if it's not an alarm, then
Oh,
because
any
that's the
any
most
man
likely.
any
think
manner
of.
of things could have happened.
Sure, sure. Okay, fair enough. Well, now we just have to be careful. And she's gonna kind of shake her head and just start walking slowly uh towards where the others are. Maybe start hearing some of the rattling, and she's just gonna walk a little further, peek in, and then last second raise her, pull out her shield,
Mm-hmm.
and raise it up because not enough time to actually cast magic at that point.
Sure. Chris, you do not have a
Uh,
clean shot through the wall.
right. Okay.
You can try, but it's not a clean shot. There will be a modifier.
Okay. Can I see Zigger from where I am though?
Not well. You know where he is. You've seen him move through enough. But one of the few things that survived in this house is that fireplace in the middle, and it's actually like completely blocking your view of him.
F.
You could move around a bit to see him.
I was gonna say I didn't know what that thing was. I was gonna call it a boiler.
You're
which didn't make any.
not far off with boiler. It is an old fireplace.
If I'm here, can I get a shot at this thing?
Yes, not a spectacularly clean one, but a better one than where you were.
Alright, well, I'll make that shot. I'm pretty sure I'm on... just telekinetic projectile. I'll see whether
Yeah.
it actually does anything. Slash roll. Whoops. 1d20 plus 9.
What are you throwing?
I don't know. Rock from the ground? We've never asked this question. We've just made the assumption that there are.
It hasn't been important before.
A brick.
A rock is fine.
Yeah, just something to bludgeon.
Yes.
They're bones.
Yes.
Like, I'm not trying to pierce them.
Cool. Roll your dabblage, please.
My doublage. What is it at this point? I was 2d6 plus 4.
Immersing.
It is almost on par with Tulip swinging a sword for the action economy. You hit it. This one, right?
Yeah, this lad.
Yes, you hit it, and just as it's coming up off the floor, it goes straight through the thing's spine and it just crumbles to the ground.
Oh. Okie dokie. Chris sort of looks at the others and it's like, well, they're not very durable.
I mean, charred bones are pretty fragile.
Zigga is going to see that happened, but also is focused on what he's doing right here. He's going to stab at this one that's right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to aim for like the spine or some shit so that
Sure.
I'm like capable of doing anything as far as damage, hopefully.
That'll crit.
Okay. So 3, 6 plus 2.
Yeah, you will take this thing apart.
Oh. Actually, I didn't even roll enough damage, but I guess that took care of it.
It's good enough. Yes.
Okay, and then I'll move to here and I'll attack again.
Sure.
Mash.
That will hit.
Just hit. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I didn't even roll. When I rolled last time, I actually just rolled almost my regular damage.
That will again destroy it. A couple of deft stabbings lever the skulls off of the top, and they collapse to the floor. Tulip.
Okay, I don't know if I'm doing this right, but may I use bashing charge to cut through the
Ooh.
building?
Let me see.
I mean, I'm not great at this, but I'm trying.
Bashing charge.
Is Tulip aware of the structural ramifications
Yes,
of
you
breaking the remote?
absolutely can. I love it.
Cool. Tulip would like to bashing charge through this wall at this guy for
Sure.
the first stride. Do I need to roll athletics?
Yes, you do.
Okay, let me
Mash.
shite. Watch me fuck it up. Watch.
Well, you're gonna fuck up the building, I think.
Yeah,
Hey.
you shatter the charcoaly wood into splinters.
And then I attack this guy. Do I need to roll second athletics?
No, you just need to attack him.
Okay. Fuck. Sword.
Sword.
My sword!
That will hit. Your sword wedges between its ribs, and it
Pipe.
remains standing. Snarls
Can I
at
attack
you.
again, or is that all my moves?
That is all of your moves, I'm afraid. Bashing charge is 2 actions.
Sad face. Oh, you stride twice, though.
You do.
Eh, fuck. Okay, cool.
It
That's
is
my turn then.
it is a charge.
Okay.
Only one. Okay, cool. And now they act. This boy down here is going to step up to Tulip. As Tulip just busts through a fucking wall.
At me, ho.
Lol, miss.
He punches her in the tit.
That's a
Also
miss.
miss.
His hand combusts.
And the other one, still at Tulip.
Oh, that probably no, that's gonna miss, right? What's your AC?
My AC is 20.
Yeah,
That
that'll
will
miss.
And that will
And
miss.
another miss.
That will
Tulip
hit.
says,
And that'll will it?
Oh.
That's a natural 20, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's a crit.
Always hits.
Okay. How much damage do I take?
6.
damage.
So your armor is weathering the attack of these peasants very well, but one of them gets you across the cheek.
Oh, god damn it.
And you are just bleeding.
Why the Okay, cool. I'll take the damage and correct this, but yeah. God damn.
B.
Do I see? Can I see both of them from where I'm standing, or only
Ooh,
one of
actually,
them?
Bear with. Why don't I have all of your sheets up at all time? That would be really good.
Do you actually have all of our sheets up at all times? It seems
You don't know what hidden rolls I'm doing with your stats.
Big brother.
I mean, that's true. That is true.
And Path Builder makes them really easy to read.
Oh, okay. You're doing it with Pat. Yeah, that makes more sense actually.
Yeah. Of course, why would
I
I
was
do it with
thinking the
anything else? It's really good.
Yeah, no, I understand. I was thinking you were having all the roll 20 sheets up at the
No,
same
they
time.
suck.
That'd be. I know. That would be terrible.
They suck big time styly.
Mm.
Zigger, you see out of the corner of your eye movement in the next house over.
They're
Oh, no.
coming in from other places.
We've activated all of them. Their trap card.
I will do that. And then that. And I will do... Oh god, layers. Why layers? That. Okay, sorry, yes, B.
Sure, yep. Can I see both of the ones in the house from here?
Yes.
Maybe one.
Yes, you can see both. You do not have a clear shot.
Okay. As long as I can see them, that's fine because I don't think I actually need a clear
Electric
shot.
arc doesn't have a fucking attack roll.
Yeah.
It's a reflex save.
No, I don't know if
Wow,
it'll
that's
actually
some good
affect them much,
damages.
but
Holy balls.
we'll see if it actually affects them properly. But
What's the least resisted damage type? Psionic or something?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone's probably crunched the numbers on it.
They have,
Maybe
yeah.
Sonic.
Lightning wreathes both of them. To begin with, it doesn't look like anything's going to happen.
Okay.
But then they just, like, fucking explode.
Explosively or like sadly?
Sadly.
Okay, well that's good. I'm okay with sad explosions.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you still put your shades on as you're walking away from a sad explosion?
I think
She'll
so.
turn around and put on her sunglasses. No. She'll pull out her. So I haven't actually done this before, but she'll pull out her whip, which she had bought at some point.
Kinky. As you
Yeah.
turn to face the threat coming out of the door, you naturally see more threat.
More threats.
Found it.
Can be a point behind Chris as a free action and say, "Look behind you, doofus."
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, good.
I don't think the doofus part was actually necessary, but you
Yeah, it is for B. It's fine.
know.
B still has
Yep.
actions. Well,
No.
No,
I pulled
pulling
up
out the whip is one, isn't it? Yes.
Yes.
Chris, you see a number of skeletons.
What's my range? Damn, I only have 30-foot range with that. Balls.
Imagine if, considering our initial positions, if Chris had walked into one of those buildings on his own at the same time that Ziggo was walking into a different building on his own.
Imagine if someone hadn't said, "Let's clear them together."
I mean, splitting the party is a great idea at any time.
Uh,
I just realized I have incredible initiative.
I can't. I guess I can move and shoot, but then I can't do anything else.
Was that your level
You can-
3?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, I have a fucking massive bastard sword with 2 runes on it, which I don't know how that works. Do I roll the... whatever.
You have runes on it?
Can I do a test run, a test roll real quick?
Yeah,
I
go
just
for it.
don't know if this does anything.
Go for it.
It does not. Okay. Never mind.
I shoot the one here. Hang on. Here.
With that roll?
Yep.
Cool, yeah, you hit it.
Fuck.
You sounded almost offended when you said with that roll.
I assume it's fucking
Yeah, I
dead.
heard
Oh,
that
yeah.
too.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
that roll.
That one got scattered to the winds.
Next.
Zigger.
Because I moved and attacked.
I'm going to hold my action, I think.
Okay.
Because I have the movement to get to them once they move towards us, but I don't have the movement to get to them in their current state, nor do I want to get surrounded by 6 of them.
Sure.
I do want to tank, generally, especially at this level where like we have comparable hit points and I have much more AC, but I don't want to tank 6.
Yeah, law of large numbers starts getting involved there. Tulip, I have increased your initiative by 2 in the turn order. It doesn't actually change the order, but I have increased it.
I'm just trying to figure out, because like the bastard sword is leveled up and it's doing the hit plus 9 damage 1d8 plus 4 for slashing, and I don't know how to. Okay, we'll worry about that later.
Well, it's your turn, so we should worry about that now because you're probably gonna use it, right?
Yeah. So I think I don't know if I can bring it into, because this is in Path Builder, not Roll20.
Yes. Do you mind if I just change it in there for you now?
Yeah, go for it.
Because I'm fairly
Let's-
sure you just need to add 1 to each of the numbers on each of the types of attack.
Why do I have necromancy on this sword now? What the fuck did I
There
do?
we go. What did you do? You should have
I don't know.
necromancy on that sword.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
But
just
if
realized-
anyone's interested, I put the table of resistances in the chat.
Ah.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I just also realized this is a horde of weak undead. I can probably.
This is a horde of weak undead.
Just gently shove them over and be like, "Get
Oh,
out
I
of the
guess
way,
he-
nerd."
Sonic is the least common, one of the least commonly resistant.
Yeah,
but also
the-
my biggest guess.
Arguably, the best one you can have is force, because it's nothing is immune. 2 things are resistant.
There's also going to be how easy is it to access.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I have no
which
idea
is-
how easy it
yeah.
is to access, but like, arguably the best damage type you can have is force,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Tulip, it is your turn.
Okay.
I have updated your sheet. You may have to close it and reopen it to get the updates. I'm not sure.
Like in Roll20 or Pathbuilder?
In Roll20.
Okay. I guess this is still open, right? Like there's still a
Yeah,
massive hole here.
There's still a big
Okay.
old hole.
You've
So
made a
I
second
guess
door.
Tulip will. How much can I move? Why am I bad at this?
25.
25. So, like here-ish, I guess.
Each square is 5. So you could do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
That would get you on top of that skeleton.
The dead one.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, they're all
guess-
dead.
I mean, the double dead one.
Yeah, the
Or-
extra dead one.
May I pitch something to you?
Okay.
You can bashing charge again.
Through 2 walls.
No, only through 1, but it would get you a straight line 50-foot movement, which will get you a little bit further.
Okay, let's do that.
I mean, can't you just get to here?
Yes, actually, you could. Just.
Oh.
The math
Alright.
doesn't add up with that one because you stride twice for the charge.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I
You
know.
just
I
slide
mean,
to like here,
if
and
you
then you
get there with the
stride.
charge, you can probably get there with 2 strides. That's all
Oh, well,
I
no,
meant.
it's because Tulip would have to go through the front door and then out, or through the. main
Okay,
door and out.
that's
It's-
fair. Yes,
it's-
you could break through the wall like
break
2
through-
feet from the front door.
No, you break through the wall. You break through the wall here, and then run parallel and stop at the door outside.
Got it.
that.
Okay.
Let's do
So-
that then. What do I need to? Athletics
So-
or
I did. Huh.
Ath-
always athletics?
athletics for the charge. Sorry, Mag. We'll get to it after this action.
Well, it was because of the action that I was going to talk.
Go on then.
Obvious.
Ziggo was holding his action because he didn't want to run up and get ganked by 6 skeletons that were about to move. And then Tulip did the exact same thing. And so now you're about to get ganked by 7 skeletons.
Yeah, but I'm the tank.
Okay.
I'm supposed to get titty stabbed, I think.
Barbarian.
Yeah.
Fair
Yes, you get through the wall, and end up here.
Cool. That's my
There
turn.
is not much of that corner of the house left.
You
now.
can hit it.
You can hit it once.
You
Oh, I-
stood
okay.
next to it, just smash its face in.
Whose arrow is that now?
What arrow?
Do you guys not see an arrow?
Ooh.
We
Nope.
do not see an arrow. You are out of date.
Fuck. Okay, I'm just going to refresh Roll20 real quick. So that arrow is out of my face. That roll was a 26 to hit. Oh my god, stop being an arrow rave. Jesus.
I was going to say, quit gaslighting fish.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have to start refreshing Roll20 every round, then that's just going to bring your game to a screeching halt. So,
I don't hear any screeching.
why did I close
Three.
that? How did I close that? That roll was a 26. That will crit!
Hey.
You charge over and pounding all of your momentum into your sword, you swing it around and just well, it's the Tulip meme. You bisect the fucker.
I bisect solid bone.
It's
Witness
easier to bisect
me.
them because you just kind of have to get between 2 vertebrae, but you definitely manage it.
Hey. Right.
Fuck. I've lost Chris from the initiative tracker.
Oh,
He temporarily got deleted. It's the blank 15.
I'm the blank 15. Yeah, it's fine.
I don't see a blank 15.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Add turn 15. Descending.
Ha! It is my turn
Yeah.
again.
Tulip. Okay, that was Tulip's. Zigga,
Yeah.
would you like to take your turn?
Well, yeah, so I'm picturing Zigga like holding off as he sees the horde approaching, because he wants to be, safe and everything like that. And then he sees Tulip just run right in, and he just rolls his eyes and is like, "Gotta go save her." And so he's gonna go through the wall. And I'm picturing that the walls are destroyed enough that he can find a gap to like jump between. And making an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics for each wall you pass through.
Yeah, I figured that was what was going to happen.
Yes, which will
Okay.
get you to like here.
Right, and I'm going to move to here, and I'll just say that I'm out of movement at that point. I still have movement left, but I don't think I have enough movement to get anywhere and attack, so I'll just stop there
Yeah.
and shield Tulip's back.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
The camaraderie brings a tear to my eye.
Yeah, as long as you ignore Zigga being like, this fucking dumbass.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. But, like, that's the thing. She'd rush in there so, like, the sneaky siblings could get in behind and do shit. Like, it's not all stupidity, I promise.
It's not stupidity at all.
Mhm.
Zigga may not agree with the methods, but your justification is perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
No.
It's just that Zigga's got a different mentality than you do.
Yeah, fair enough.
The skeleton
Zigga
army
wants to live.
approaches. I'm gonna just delete this skeleton because it's gonna get in the way. This one swings at Tulip and misses. And
Yep.
swings at Tulip and misses again with the exact same rolls. What the fuck?
Yeah, they're all the same.
They are literally all the same. Again, your armor is doing a fantastic job against the scrabbling finger bones.
I love the idea that Tulip has just stood there patiently while they're like, just gently slapping at her. And she's just like,
Mommy Milkies.
no, stop. Get off of my Twitter.
Rev isn't on your Twitter.
He
Oh,
is.
actually, no. Rev is that guy who left those messages.
Wow. Wow.
My secret life as a VA.
Your British accent's
Momney.
fucking great, man. Holy shit.
Mimi.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
Mimi Momney.
No, don't. We're not mommy Tulip. We're just fuck off. All right, let's go.
Mimi Momney.
Zigga may be feeling a little consternation right now because they come.
I can't be flanked.
Uh,
I knew this was gonna happen. I'm
Yeah.
protecting Tulip from it.
Yeah. Will that hit?
That will hit, yeah.
5.
Yep.
Miss. Miss. Will that hit?
That will hit also.
6.
Yep. I'll
And
take
that-
11 damage.
And that will miss. And then... God, GM roll is getting a workout today. Is that right? That is right.
Oh, I did a smart. I put battle medicine on. Yes, I can actually help Zigga.
He's gonna turn around with the skeleton at your back. It's like, here, let me patch you up a little bit.
Yeah,
Kinda,
here's a
yeah.
band-aid. Here's a band-aid, sweetie.
B, you see movement out of the corner of your eye.
Oh no.
There are
they
more.
coming from the right? Coming
There-
from the east?
There are more, and they are coming.
If B looks at the tower in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
is there a clear entrance on anywhere on this face of the tower?
No, there are some windows like 10 feet up, like second story.
Okay,
But nothing on the ground floor on that angle.
sure. B is going to shout at everyone, but mostly at Tulip and Chris. I think I have an idea. We need to get them closer though. Closer together is what I'll have her say.
I mean, these are pretty close together. This like giant pile of them up here.
Well, I mean, there's more coming from the east. I was hoping to get a couple more of them in there. But she's basically asking them to fall back a bit. And we'll see what Let's see. And as my actual action, I guess I can do something
It
too.
is now B's turn, yes.
Yeah.
If we wanted to fall back to the portcullis, we could do a lot of work on him there, because the portcullis is halfway up. So if we literally just got to the portcullis and got on the other side of it, they would have to try to like squat down to get to us. And if Tulip and Zigga were right at the other edge of it, we
Sure,
could just
so
Better off,
I think-
aren't we better off just clearing them out?
in
Because
the interest,
if we pull back to here, then everything just follows us, and then we have like a bajillion of them, and then we lose to weight of numbers. Whereas if we go,
So-
okay, clear this pile, and then clear this pile, and then clear this pile, we don't have like 30 at once.
Okay, so for the sake of being clear, I think I'll have B actually say what she's planning, and that would be 30-foot animation heal at second level, which would probably wipe all of them.
I don't think we need to have you do that. Can't we just clear them?
And we're probably going to take I mean, 2 people are damaged anyway, so it's like doing double duty of healing them in the first place.
Chris, could you do me just an int roll, please?
Yeah, sure.
That portcullis would be a lovely choke point.
Well, yeah,
Which-
obviously.
Which I think is what Zigga was getting at. You would only have to fight 3 of them at a time.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
But B will, let's see. She'll shout that, and in the hopes that they fall, she is still gonna, let's see, go over. I wonder where they're actually gonna go. If they went up there, that'd probably actually be better. B is going to hold action, I guess,
Okay.
to see if they actually start moving.
Chris?
So she'll wait until after Zigga.
Well, if people have decided that they want to fall back, then Chris will let the other 2 fall back. I'll do the same and wait.
Tulip.
Okay. How injured is Zigga?
I'm roughly 2/3.
Okay. Do you want me to use combat medicine so like you can retreat in better states next turn?
I think I'm probably okay. And I don't. Could combat medicine heal me for hit points?
Yes.
Yes.
What is combat medicine?
Or battle medicine, I'm
Battle
sorry.
medicine. Use 1 action to attempt a medicine check with the same DC as for treat wounds and restore the corresponding amount of hit points without removing the wounded condition.
Interesting.
They
I don't.
are then
Sorry.
immune to battle medicine for 1 day.
What
So, save
exactly
it?
are? Yeah, I think I'm good, but I'm just curious. Like, what is that even mechanically doing? Or
Shit
not
something to
mechanically
do.
doing, but like narratively doing.
Like
Yeah.
pouring disinfectant and slapping on a bandage real quick.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just stopping the bleeding and giving you a small amount of pain relief.
It could
Okay.
be
Yeah. No. Like, I'm good to keep fighting. I think I'm fine right now.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, if we're
Especially-
backing up, I might just suggest this, and we all just get to the portcullis. But yeah.
Yeah. I think we should fall back to the portcullis.
Okay. In that case, I guess Tulip will retreat to here-ish.
You,
Go
if,
ahead and
if you are only
ahead and-
moving, you can move 75.
Yeah, like I say, so you could go like this, and then this, and then this.
Okay. Can I be like?
Let me just
Well,
double
I guess-
check that. this
Don't forget,
is-
me and B haven't moved, so if you're wanting to be in front of us, it's fine. We're going to move after you do.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
waiting
they're
to see
both-
if you actually move.
They both held
Well-
their action, so they could fall back all the way to the back of the portcullis area.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
just wanna
B
be
and
in
I
good
could have been like.
position.
Sorry?
I just want to be in a good position since it seems like they're gonna be like coming from every which way.
Well, that's why
Yeah.
we're going back to the gate.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll be in a good position if you move your full movement. Everyone will get a chance to retreat beyond you.
Okay.
I will say now, getting under the portcullis in its current state is an action.
Getting
okay.
under the portcullis in its current state?
Like get it because it's only halfway up.
Oh,
and you're in
okay.
combat. If you want to get past the portcullis, that in itself is one action.
So ducking past it is an
Yeah.
action. Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Then I guess I'll go. fuck's
Which
sake.
makes it very, very good for defensive because they have to basically like squat to get underneath it, and it makes it very easy to kill them.
All right,
Zigger.
that's my turn.
Zigga's gonna do exactly what Tulip did,
Yeah.
and I don't even have to measure it because of
Yeah, 'cause it's the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Chris gets first refusal.
25, 50. If I get to here, can I then go under the thing?
Yeah, you can get under
Yeah,
there. that's fine.
I'll just get under the stupid thing. There we go.
Cool. And then B.
We'll do the same thing, except I am safer within that distance, so I think I can do that.
Cool. The skeletons march. They don't march very quickly, but there are a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just box selecting them because I can't be fucking bothered.
That's fair. There are a lot of them.
Tulip.
No, it should go around to B again.
Yeah.
No, because you delayed your turn.
Yeah, it's the
Oh, really?
new
Sure.
initiative is just there.
I think
Okay,
we
are
could
we-
just spend this full turn, like as a team, getting into position underneath the portcullis. I think
Mm-hmm.
seems reasonable.
Okay.
Okay.
So I guess Tulip will move here.
Yeah, you can just kind of arrange yourself around that end of the portcullis with the
Can
movement
we
you've got.
just say we all do our movement and we end
Yeah,
up like
go
where
for
we're
it.
going to end up?
Go for it.
Okay.
Decide where you want to be.
You'll
It's
be
like-
right behind the other two, I think. So she's as
Yeah,
close
it's
as
probably a
possible.
little
Sure.
far away. I will move, and then I will. What are these undead? Is that their creature type? Probably, I assume.
You would. Your first instinct would be that they are undead. Yes.
Can I
Can I
roll
make
on
that-
occult to make sure I know what they are? Occultism.
Yes, you can.
Nope. Lol.
They look like undead skeletons.
Sure.
Can I use my one of my actions, because I don't think I need all of them on this round, to do identify a creature with religion? Because
Yes.
I think that's what that falls under.
Yes, these are definitely skeletons. There is no doubt about it.
Got it.
They are almost certainly necromantic in nature. Go
Mhm.
figure.
Of course.
And they are, to the best of your knowledge, mindless.
Sure, yeah. That's how it seems so far.
Tulip, would you wanna get right here? That way we're guarding the portcullis
Yeah,
so that
okay.
nothing can get past us.
Right in there. If fucking Nethys would load anytime soon.
I'll also blood ward Zigger against undead,
Sure.
which is effectively +1 AC as far as you're concerned.
Sure.
Mag. Because I believe you have the higher AC, and actually increasing it further is worth more. Like each point of AC is better because it reduces their chances of hitting you effectively more, or something like that.
I
Yeah,
think
that'll
it's a flat increase in this system as opposed to 5e or something like that.
Well, no, right? Because if they can only hit him on a 19 or a 20,
guess-
and then you
I
make it
guess
so
what
you
he
can
means
only hit him on a 20,
that's like the statistics thing. You're halving
which
the
is right.
Which is correct, yes.
I mean, it's a 5% decrease in on the roll.
Right, but it halves your chance of being hit.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
I think that
50% decrease in their chance to hit you.
the expected decrease in damage is identical, regardless. of
Yes, it is, but
Yes.
still.
So it's effectively the same, regardless of who you do it on.
Whatever.
So I've just checked the recall knowledge
Mhm.
shit. Yes, you are almost certain that they would experience negative healing.
Sure,
They are resistant to most forms of physical damage,
sure.
and they are fairly resistant to cold, electric, and fire damage.
Yeah, that's I kind of expected that
Yeah.
part.
They also have certain immunities that come with being undead. You can probably guess roughly what they are.
Yeah, probably not poisoned or anything.
They can't be poisoned, no. They don't have a...
And if they're mindless,
Yeah.
that kind of.
Yes.
Anyway, all right, so that's good to have a confirmation as far as I know.
Is everyone where they want to be?
Tulip, do you want to move
Yes.
to this position right here?
to like hereish.
No, in like in front of the gate.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
There
way
we go.
you're actually blocking the gate.
Okay.
Are you going to do anything as they approach? Or are you just going to wait for them to get there?
I mean, the only thing I could think to do is Tulip is go into fucking rage mode, but it's a little early for that.
I mean, all I'll do, Tom, is like shoot them as they're getting
Yeah,
closer.
it
Like
doesn't hurt to spin them out.
once they get into, like, if I'm stood here, sorry, like if once they get within 40 feet, or then I can. I think, is it 40 or 30?
30, I think.
30 foot. Once they get within 30 foot, I'll shoot the ones as I can, because I assume they'll end up within 30 feet, but not literally next to us.
Correct, yes. So,
I mean, if
So
you
however many you think I can get at before they get there.
let's
if
have
you
a-
want to do your battle healing, Tulip. I
Well,
definitely
I
would.
am gonna be doing an AOE heal, so there may not be necessary.
Okay.
I will pass. B will pass Tulip her shield for now if she wants it.
Alright.
Just so she has something to raise.
Two-handed sword, I think.
long sword,
I mean-
so it can be, or bastard sword, so it can be used one or two-handed.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, give
That-
me that shield.
That's why you
Yeah.
have two attack buttons, one that says 2H on it.
Yep. So shield is a +2 AC, just for reference.
Okay.
Cool. So because actions are kind of quantized, these ones will get to the gate on their turn.
Mhm.
That one will be flipped inside out because I grabbed a handle instead of the model. And
So
these
I can shoot
should
at
go.
some of them before they actually get under the gate to attack us.
Yes, you can shoot. Basically, now we'll go to the top of the turn order now.
So I guess B, if you shoot the two next to each other here and I shoot this one, that's probably the best we can manage.
I'll probably shoot one of them because if they're resistant to lightning, then I probably want to use a water, produce water instead.
Then
so
I'll
just
shoot.
let
I'll
me-
shoot this one and you shoot this one.
Yep, sounds good.
Sure. All right.
Get the one on the right.
Yeah.
It'll hit. It'll crit. In fact,
Oh.
Well, that probably kills it.
what's your minimum damage? Oh yeah, no, that one.
More
That
than
one's
enough.
skull lands somewhere over here. It's just fucking gone. In fact, I'll delete it or it will get in the way of this choke. Zigger.
Hide behind the pile of dead bodies. Anyway.
Ziga stabs. I assume I can stab that skeleton right there, even though I'm not directly adjacent to it.
Not quite yet.
Oh, okay.
The
Well,
portcullis is
Ziga-
between you.
Yeah,
If
you-
there's the big fucking gate in the way.
Basically, you want to be adjacent. Imagine the portcullis is running along the lines between the squares.
If he ducks under, stabs, and then ducks out, would that be reasonable?
Yeah, that would work.
I'll just hold my action.
Okay. Sorry,
And-
Tulip, I should have asked you first.
About
This
what?
order. Would you like to do anything on your turn, or are you going to wait for them to come?
I don't know if I have any attacks that'll cut through multiple foes. I don't even think Bashing Charge does that shit,
It
but
doesn't.
No, AoE is not so easy for Marshall.
is this
Well,
guy
but
here dead
Is
or
cleave a thing?
Still alive.
It is a thing, but you have to invest in it.
Aw, sucks. I mean I guess I could take a swing at this dude.
He's not
Like-
quite at the portcullis yet. You'd have to duck under, hit him, and then duck back under.
Is that a thing I can do?
Yes, 3 actions, 3 things to do.
Alright, I'll do that. Let's see, where's my thingy?
Boop.
Where the fuck? What? Wait, what? Wait. Did I? Oh. There we go, fuck's sake. Fucking sheet just was like, I think I'm gonna die. I think I'm gonna die.
Mood.
Yeah.
You know, it's
alright.
funny because of the mechanics of the way the system works. Like in real life, if in this situation, as they're coming underneath the portcullis, that's the ideal time to stab them. But in the game,
Because it's
if you hold your
quantized.
action,
Yeah.
they literally can come underneath the portcullis and then move and attack you before you can react to it, even though you clearly would stab them
You
while they
can-
were vulnerable.
So there is a ready action that lets you prepare an action on a trigger A single
dear.
or free action for some time during the next round.
That was uncalled for.
Yeah, that guy is gone. That guy is
Tulip
so
just-
gone.
Be
Tulip
gone,
gives the lip to
Thought.
the other ones like, try me, bitch.
That went through the one of the collarbones, down through the rib cage, and came out like where the kidney would be, and it just kind of collapsed and crumbled.
Makes sense.
Sad times for
Alright.
that guy, and then you
Right.
bring
I
it
mean-
back over. B.
I guess that's my turn.
Sure. So I will do the water ball at I guess at this one.
Sure.
Let's see. Oh, that didn't do the attack roll. Hang on. Do I have it as an attack?
It may not be correctly configured.
Yeah, let me.
You don't use this very often, so.
No, yeah, okay. All right, I use it as a fluff thing.
Yeah.
Okay, my attack is on 20, 9, 15.
If you oh no, you're there. I see it. Okay. 15 will miss.
Okay, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
It splooshes through the rib cage, and you now have a wet, ashy skeleton.
Well, I'm sure he is a little sadder than it was before, so
Yes.
that's fine.
They come, and an interesting thing happens when they do.
Okay.
They hit the portcullis, and kind of just try to reach through it to you.
I was hoping that might happen, actually. They're too dumb to go underneath.
They are mindless.
Yeah.
They can still see you. They just want to get at you.
Hmm. Okay, well, that helps.
Ziggy, you still have a held action. Would you like to use it or just let it go?
Yeah, no. I'll stab him.
You'll stab him, sure.
Target practice.
It is. That'll hit. Yeah.
It's like hitting fish in a barrel.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's even worth you using the heal at this point. We can just pew them down.
Well, the thing is, it might still be, because there is still damage to heal, so I mean, it might still
I mean,
be
I
worth it.
guess.
That.
Sure.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that guy crumbles.
And
Yeah,
I'll
I mean,
move
if-
over and attack tulips.
If we see this, B will ask them how they're feeling, kind of thing.
I mean, I don't mind getting healed out of battle for non-spells. That's not high enough to hit, right?
That is not high enough to hit, I'm afraid.
Okay.
The first rapier shot went straight through the dry, dusty old eye socket. The second one glanced off the temple. Can't pull that same trick twice. It is
is it me?
it is the top of the round. They are kind of no longer a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to just stab them through the thing narratively?
Yeah, I was going
Yeah.
to say, do we
Have a
just
blender.
pew/stab them out?
Yeah, I mean, if that's the situation, then I guess that's what we can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Nominate one person among you to roll a d20.
I nominate Tulip.
Oh no.
I nominate Tulip.
No.
Alright.
It'll be all her fault.
Um,
If things go
just-
poorly.
Okay. Alright.
Don't be mean now. Don't be mean.
Alright, what is it? It's /roll.
Space
1d.
1d20.
1d20, yeah.
Like Zigga did earlier, but fucked it up.
With the d2, yeah.
Cool.
Damn it.
No, that's fine. You just had
Why
to
is that
not.
fine?
You just had to not crit fail.
Oh.
You accidentally throw yourself into the horde.
It takes a couple of minutes, and to be honest, some of it is waiting for them to shamble over. But after a little bit, you have a lovely pile of dust and bone fragments charred at the other side of the portcullis.
Fucking hype.
B stares down at the bone fragments, and he looks over at Chris and says, "Do you need bone dust for anything?"
I don't think so.
Okay, I mean, just asking because there's a lot of it here, but
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Spell
Is the
components.
ring doing anything weird while we're here? Sorry.
Is what?
The ring.
The ring.
It is
Oh,
not.
my necromancy ring. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is not.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll push the bones out of the way.
Yep.
Gather up some spell components or something like that, and re-enter the courtyard.
Yes.
Does the detect magic still ping, or is it
No.
going no?
No, it does not.
Okay. So that was some sort of like alarm system.
Well, I mean, possibly. Because it's also possible that the skeletons are kind of linked to each other and they activated when you got close to one. And this might be something separate. Because they didn't start moving until you actually went in there.
No, yeah, and speaking of that, Ziga is going to re-emerge and do the same thing he was trying to do before and search this house thoroughly.
Sure.
I'm looking for stone objects, metal objects, anything that might have survived a fire.
Sure. Perception, please. You find quite a few things. It's mostly the ruined accoutrements of day-to-day life. The odd iron or cauldron or pot with anything wooden quite thoroughly destroyed.
Okay, anything based on what I'm seeing here, are the you called them peasants earlier, out of character, but like, are these peasant homes?
These are the homes of
Servants?
yes, like the help.
Yeah. Okay. And then the larger buildings, once we get to them, do they seem just like larger dormitories of peasants, or are they something else?
Pretty much, yeah. It looks like a living space for a larger family.
Okay,
But
so
around the same kind of level of
Zika
lifestyle.
will have searched like these 3 buildings right here, and then afterwards he's like, yeah, there's no point in continuing to search them. There's nothing of value that to be gained in there. So he'll turn his eyes on the tower then.
Sure.
Does it have an entrance?
Not on that side.
Well, yeah, but going around the circle.
If you come around to here, yes, there is a door.
Okay. Where did you say?
Up the top, facing the towards the gate, towards the manor.
Okay. Yeah, speaking of which, since we almost certainly will have combat again, maybe not in this session, but later, does anybody have anything that heals Ziga for a small amount? I'm 11 hit points down, so I mean it's significant enough to worry about, but it's not like I don't need a level 2 heal, you know.
I've got a charge on one that does 1d10 plus 4. But that's all I've
That'd
got.
be
for healing.
perfect. Yeah.
Treat wounds is a resourceless, time-gated activity that can get you hit points back.
What time? Well, yeah, what time of day is it, roughly?
It is, since you didn't rest, getting on for evening.
I mean, if that's the case, maybe it would be best if we just, like, if this place looks safe, we could get into it, shut the door, and then just treat wounds and rest for the night kind of thing. If it's
Yeah,
getting
why
dark.
don't we clear the tower and then and then rest.
And to be honest, if we're doing that, I don't really need to conserve my spell slots that much because it's kind of getting to end of day unless we get ambushed in the night. I mean, I guess it's possible, but
Well, and on that subject, Ziga is going to listen at the door because he's specifically listening for sounds of creatures that are attacking, or like reaching through at the door to try to get to something. Like, say for instance, if there were skeletons that were woken up because of some effect and were attempting to break through the door.
Sure. Roll me a perception.
And he'll gesture to what he's doing to everybody else in case anybody wants to join him in doing so. I don't know how heavy the door is.
You do not hear anything inside the tower,
Okay.
aside perhaps
Well-
a little wind whistling through the cracks.
Mm.
Okay. He'll attempt to open the door.
It does not open.
Is it
Does it have a lock?
jammed? Is it locked?
It doesn't look like it has a lock, and the handle doesn't appear to be latching. It might, like, open just a little crack, but it doesn't even get past the doorway. You can't even really see in.
Can I try and brute strength it, since that'd be what I do?
Well, what do I think is blocking it? Like, what is the reason why? Or give us more information so I can try to deduce the reason why.
You can't really tell. Like, the
Well-
door's opaque. It just isn't
Okay,
open
so like
very
if
far.
the door is barred on the inside, then would this give a similar sensation?
Yes.
Okay. So, is there any walking around the exterior of the tower? Is there any other entrances like a window?
Not on this floor.
Right, anywhere on the tower.
Yes, 10 foot up, there is periodic windows on the outside.
Okay, I will throw throw a. I'll just say there's a window right here. I will throw a grappling hook up to it.
Attack for me, please.
Expensive is glass.
Good
You
lord.
are good with this grappling hook.
Yeah,
I think I
damn.
should get a permanent bonus with the grappling hook.
Yeah, you secure it through the window. It's definitely latched onto something.
All right, and I will climb up and look over the edge of the window and see what I see inside.
You can see on the inside that the entire tower, at first glance, seems very empty, top to bottom. And then you get a bit of a better look at the bottom, and you realize that all of the floors of the tower have fallen.
Oh. Was the door an in-swing door? Like, does it swing into the
It
tower?
was an in-swing door.
Now it's a walled-off door.
Yes, there is... Given you can't see the top of the door frame, you would guess that there's probably about 2.5, 3 meters of, like, rubble.
Okay. So the entire contents of the tower have collapsed down into the center of the tower. The walls are still intact, but the entire contents of the tower are
Yes,
on the bottom.
the joists that held up the various floors and the stairs have rotted out or been burnt, and it's all fallen down. The shell of the tower itself is in itself stable, structurally stable. So it looks fine from the outside, but inside it's all gone.
Okay. Looking down at the rubble below, detect magic.
You are not getting... No, you are getting a little bit. You're getting a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna tell them what I see, and that the door is basically foobarred. Well, actually, I mean, it's because it's an inward swinging door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we make it an outward swinging door?
You can
I mean, you'll
destroy the
probably-
door.
Well, yeah, I mean, but just not destroy the door, destroy the hinges.
The hinges are on the inside of an in-swinging door.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I can destroy the hinges probably with like the pommel of my
Well-
dagger or something like that.
I mean, I think the entire interior of the door is blocked off by floors that have fallen in, so I don't think you can even see it from the inside.
Well, you said 2.5 feet or so.
No, 2.5 meters.
Oh,
The entirety of the first floor is blocked off because of everything on
Yeah,
top.
Because like 3 or 4 floors worth of floor and stuff and furniture has just collapsed downwards.
okay.
B is gonna shout up at Ziga. Is there any flat section of floor there at the top?
Yeah, is there any like the top layer of floor intact anywhere that we could theoretically use as like a place to camp?
It looks like there might be some flat spots, but it also looks pretty burned, like the walls of the buildings.
Okay, well,
So maybe you could try standing on it. Probably wouldn't jump down onto it.
Well,
mm,
actually, that's what Ziga was about to do. Is not jump down on it, but like he's gonna take his grappling hook and reverse its direction and go down
Climb
into the
down.
rubble.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And he's gonna start looking for various things, like looking for information on the location, like since everything is intact here, it's just been rubble.
It is charry and shit.
Oh, it's also charred.
Yes.
Yeah, the inside is burned.
Interesting. How would that happen? Blowing fire into the window or something?
A lot of the windows are broken.
Yeah, but there's only windows on the second story, right?
Yes.
Well, actually, are there multiple stories, or is it just the first and second?
There are 4 stories to this tower.
Okay.
You can't
I'm
build
only-
too much higher than that without needing external supports, really, or magic.
Okay. And looking up towards the ceiling,
Mhm.
is there anything between me and the ceiling?
A couple of very shaky-looking, thick beams of wood that seem to have survived long enough. Probably wouldn't
Okay.
trust
And
them,
they're
though.
not supporting anything though. They're just like
They're holding up the roof a bit.
okay. All right. Yeah. So I mean, if he comes down into the rubble area
Mhm.
and he's gonna look for a couple different things, like just more if anything survived that would give us more information about the area, anything of value, and if there's anything that we can use to spend the night here, because this is simultaneously looks like a relatively dangerous area, but also that's like the safest area in this general vicinity.
Please make an acrobatics check.
Okay. I love to make acrobatics checks.
Uh-huh.
The moment you put your full weight on a bit of seemingly sound wood, it cracks and starts collapsing under you.
Okay.
Please reflex for me.
I love making reflex saves.
You're good at those. You're very good at those.
Thankfully, you keep a hold of the rope well enough to just kind of dangle off of it.
Jeez.
Honestly, I'm just gonna try again.
Okay.
I mean, I have extremely good skills in this sort of thing. It's
Yeah.
like I just got really
Yeah.
unlucky in the first roll.
Yeah. Acrobatics me again.
Okay.
Yes, so you manage to balance in such a way that your weight is properly distributed.
Okay.
It does not feel safe.
Okay.
Like you can feel it creaking and bits of it are flaking and crumbling, and it's just a bad time down there.
Yeah. Okay. So there's no way that like we're gonna find a place to set up like Chris turns over in his sleep and falls through a sinkhole and dies.
And yeah, it is
never
buried
see him-
under several tons of
Whoa.
charred wood. Yes.
Whoa, I think you're onto something there.
Would see Tulip? It's not just you.
Whoa. Since when has the entire party not ragged on Chris?
The entire party rags on everyone. I
Yep.
maintain this.
Okay.
Would you still like to do perception to look at stuff down there?
Yes, I am trying to determine if the magical sources that I saw earlier are near enough to the surface of the rubble that I could potentially retrieve them semi-safely, because Zigga does feel pretty confident as an individual here.
Mhm.
Obviously, we're not camping here, but like if I can get to something relatively close by, Zigga feels pretty confident.
Yeah, you can
in his
handle
abilities.
yourself in there. Sure.
So
Okay. Could you also make me a fortitude save, please?
okay.
Fortitude.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Dust.
Dust,
presumably?
lots and lots of ash and dust, and it's really getting in your nose and in your lungs.
I
But
wonder if I'd actually be resistant to that.
you are holding strong and managing not to cough yourself into an early collapsed tower grave. As you're digging around, you're finding scraps of unburnt wood or not completely burnt wood, dark patches in places that probably aren't from the burning, more from like rotten stores of food that have just completely gone. And as you look through a gap in some of the rubble, you see a charred black skull staring back at you with a jaw flapping.
Oh.
Gotcha. So, in other words, there were guards in here that did wake up, but they are all turbo fucked by the rubble.
They are pretty turbo fucked.
Hmm.
And indeed, since it's just a disembodied skull, you're fairly sure that even if they weren't, like, turbo fucked under the rubble, they probably wouldn't be coherent enough to get to you.
I think the phrase is turboned.
Turboned, yes. Well done.
Thank you.
I mean,
Thank you.
if you reach out your leg, it could bite you in the shins.
Yeah. It could
Okay.
graze up your leg while you're horse riding away, and you could die of an infection later.
Gotcha. So I'm getting the impression then that all of the magical sources that was determining were just more guards.
Most
more
likely, yeah.
peasants. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and put this one out of its misery, and stick my rapier in there and shake it in the eye or something like that.
You
I assume I don't even
technically
need-
are in danger here. Would you make me an attack roll, please?
Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. And having taken one last look around, he'll go ahead and climb back up the rope
Sure.
and leave.
There
And-
may be some things of very minor value that have survived, but it would take you days to find it, and eventually the law of large numbers will catch up to you.
Gotcha.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, I'll just hop down and say, like, there's nothing of worth in there.
And B nods. How wide were the portcullises, or like the? I don't think you said it was very wide at all, right? Like it's not one that you usually stand on. Really?
The gates themselves or the walls?
The bigger one. So I'm guessing the gates themselves.
So the bit above the gate itself, the
Yep.
bit that you can stand on is probably 6 feet wide.
That's not too bad.
Like,
How long?
if you wanted to, you could stand 2 abreast or 2 deep.
Okay. How tall are the towers in comparison to the walls?
The outer walls are about 15 foot. The bit with the portcullis is probably 20. The bigger towers are probably 25.
Could we maybe try getting up to there and seeing if there's, because I don't know if these platforms are usually made of stone or wood, or if they would have collapsed internally. If it's stone, then maybe we could actually stay up here, because it's probably safer to be on high ground rather than low when these skeletons are involved.
True. You can certainly try to get up there.
Okay, B will suggest it to the others.
Alright, Ziggo will
Sure.
scout it out.
Okay.
I will go
You'll need
check
to
it
get.
out.
There is no apparent entrance. You will need to get up on the wall or straight up onto the tower in some way.
Okay. Can we just say he does so over the course of time, or do we need to roll for it?
No, you can do that. I think, since you're not in danger.
Okay. Walking up to the entrance, is it just an opening, or is there a door there?
It is just an opening.
Okay. What's inside?
Nothing really. There is a hole in the floor, and there is a hole in the ceiling, and there's ash.
So
mean,
kind
is
of the
it
same as the tower.
Is it a collapsed tower?
There is a floor on the level where you are that does
Is it-
appear to have been made of stone.
Okay.
And in that hole there is in that floor there is a hole to the floor below and a hole to the roof.
Oh.
And Bingo was its name, though.
And Bingo was its name.
Okay. So there is a hole, but it is otherwise stable.
Yes. The
Okay.
hole looks like it was purposefully put there.
Okay.
How big is it?
About 2 foot by 2 foot against the wall, on opposite
Okay, well,
sides of the room.
It'll
Is
be
there
hard.
a metal pole going down all the way through the holes?
No.
Like a fireman escape?
Nope.
Interesting. What would the purpose of that hole be? Can I determine what the purpose of that hole might be?
Yes. How would you like to do
or-
so?
Well, first off, does it look like it was intentionally constructed, or does it look like it was a weapon attack?
It was intentionally constructed.
And is it in the center of the room, or is it somewhere off to the side?
They are on opposite sides of the room against the wall. The hole to the ceiling and the hole to the floor.
Oh, I see.
I don't see yet. What are you thinking?
Well, if you tell that to B, then she'll probably say that's probably where they put ladders.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay. I was just about to ask if there were staircases or anything like that. So
I mean, the ladders are probably made of wood. I mean, I guess they may be made of metal, but if they're not there, they're probably made of wood.
okay. So yeah. All right. Well then, yeah, this is a good spot then. So Zigga will give his thumbs up on this spot and say, let's go ahead and camp here.
Sure, yeah. A lot of climbing,
camp-
but Chris
we'll
needs
camp
more
on
exercise
the inner layer of the tower on this tower right here.
I guess we can manage to climb a thing regardless. So
Well, there's a rope. I dropped the rope down with.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we just climb the rope and
Well, yeah, with enough time and careful practice, yes, you can get up in there. That's fine. Is Tulip joining them or hanging out by that tower?
Tulip will join them.
Cool.
Oh boy, it's like a slumber party.
Oh no. In a pit of dead people. Oh shit. Oh god.
Oh, you went over to the dead people.
Yeah, my mouse decided, fuck you. I'm going over here now. There we go. Jeez.
Oh, I did forget. B was gonna say a silent prayer for the pile of bones here,
Sure.
even after we desecrated them. But that's not our fault.
Oh yeah, that'd be religion, wouldn't it?
That would be religion.
Sure,
I
yeah.
have a +1 in religion. When did that happen?
You have +1 int.
Oh.
That just gives you a +1 in religion.
Oh. I'm
Cool.
almost tempted to roll myself, but I'm afraid I'll actually insult like an eldritch god. No comment be like, oh yeah, bitch, square up, let's go.
Things come out of Tulip's mouth, but they are incomprehensible and drive everyone to madness.
Yeah, for half a second she's just like speaking in tongues, and then she's like, anyways, we should probably get moving.
So you're
Cthulhu
saying
Targan.
so you're saying you aren't going to roll religion?
I guess for the sake of memeing, I'll roll religion.
I mean, you can do it you can not. It's fine.
Bleh, bleh.
B will correct Tulip a couple of times when Tulip says the wrong thing.
Yeah. So Tulip gets a thing as negative when it's supposed to be positive, like thou shalt not. Instead, it was thou shalt. And I imagine B probably winces a bit at that because that's like, ooh, light blasphemy. But they don't come back to life or anything, so it's probably fine.
Philip is straight up like, yeah, sorry, you're dead, nerds, whatever.
Sorry, not sorry.
Hello now. GG no re, bitches. Okay, so we've said our prayers, good and bad.
Yes. You set up, presumably, your bedrolls, put a tarp up against the doorways so that you don't get breezed over.
Yeah,
Cool.
maybe pile something up against the lower ladder hole so that Chris doesn't sleepwalk into it.
What? What?
I do think you need to rag on Zigga more. I feel like Zigga doesn't get much.
B also doesn't get it. It's just Tulip and Chris.
B does get it, but it's normally in the form of, are you going to throw yourself into an interdimensional blender again?
No.
Yeah, I was
B,
gonna say
B
B
doesn't
gets
get
it
ragged
because
on.
of things that she deserves to get ragged on
B,
for.
B gets told, no, that's fucking suicidal, don't do it. Like, these are different things.
I mean, hey,
Sure.
hey, we don't know if that ladder hole is actually an interdimensional blender, so just to be safe.
I actually, out of character, I do.
You do think it is, or you do
No,
know
I know it is. It's an
know it is.
interdimensional, you die.
Okay, sure, fair enough. So then we'll be safe rather than sorry. It's a smart thing to do.
Okay. Is anyone gonna heal Zigger?
Yeah. I mean, we can do medicine if we want, but if it's getting late, we can just spend a couple like first level spell slots. I think it's pretty 11 health. I think it's just it's 8 plus. Yeah, it's here. There. So that's one on Ziga, and if you wanted a combat medicine, or
I'm pretty
medicine,
sure he only lost 11 health, so that'll do.
yeah. I mean, like, I'll if someone
That-
wants to manually treat wounds for Tulip, that's also fine, or I could just
I
heal
don't think
again.
Tulip.
Oh, Tulip didn't. Oh no, Tulip took like 4 or something.
Yes.
I took
Would take
6. It's not a huge deal.
I'll just heal again. That's less than my minimum heal, so.
B slaps a band-aid on her tit and was like, there you go, champ. Have a
I
lollipop.
mean, B is a sorcerer, but a nature sorcerer, right? So it's
Yep.
probably more like a muddy leaf. Just
There you go,
There's a
boy.
muddy cantrip that
I know.
does exist.
I know. It's great.
Slap some mud on your face here, you're fine.
Oh no.
Healing plaster, I think it's called.
Yeah,
You purify some dirt or mud into a pliable clay-like plaster that aids in clotting and healing.
Oh no.
You can all write on the cast.
Okay.
You all go to sleep.
Yes.
Yep.
You are all awoken
Oh
Oh.
no.
by the entire fucking room shaking.
Oh, are we getting to meet the boy?
God damn it, Hunter.
And you hear a roar echoing through the hills.
Ooh.
What do
Alright.
you do?
I mean, Tulip will shoot up and try to get eyes on the fucker.
I was gonna say, let's not stick our head out of them.
Okay,
Chris,
you know
Chris,
what?
Chris, groggily looks up. He's like, "Why can't I ever sleep a full night?"
The dichotomy between Tulip's, like, reckless need for protecting the family and Zigger's, like, defensive, let's just lay low is great.
Well, and his method is never tried because by nature of Tulip doing her thing, it invalidates anything that he would want to do. So it's just like fuck.
Okay. Cool.
Have your
I
plug.
guess, yeah. I guess I look. Or Tulip looks.
Perception, please.
There we go.
Oh.
Wow.
You look around to the horizons first, because that's where you've seen him before, off in the distance, and he isn't there. And then you look up, and
Oh.
fuck, he's there.
Oh, no.
He is bigger than ever. You can't really tell how far up he is, but he looks big.
So we need to get to maybe the tower for cover, it sounds like? Like, we don't want to be up high with this guy in the air, right?
I think the tower is unsafe. The inside of this tower that we're in is probably the most cover we're gonna have because none of the other places have roofs. Not that
Fair
I think it's.
I
gonna
mean,
help if he
what's the big lad doing? Is he actually like aggressing, or is he just sort of
He
there?
is kind of circling,
Oh.
but not for long. It only takes a couple of seconds before you see him pivot his body downwards, and he plummets off somewhere fairly nearby, but not towards you.
Oh, he's hurt. Maybe? Or is
No,
he
he's
attacking the other
hunting.
guy?
He's hunting.
Well, Tom said plummeting, and that usually means Lamau, I'm dead. But fair enough.
Lamau, I'm dead.
Tulip's last
Lamau,
words.
mortally wounded. Lamau.
That's definitely Tulip's last words. Lamau, I'm dead.
Yeah.
No,
It's like, what's Lamau?
it's
Laugh my ass off.
No, we're in like fucking
In
medieval
character.
time.
What is
Yeah,
Lamau?
yeah.
I know, but like Tulip is clearly not so right. So I'd like to think that she exists in several timelines at once. And she's just like, wait, where am I again? Fuck, right. Fuck. Dean,
Verily,
darn.
verily, forsooth, I am in danger, fellows.
And then everyone looks at Tulip like, why the fuck are you talking like that?
Verily, my companions and compatriots, please save me from my own sadness.
Oh, no, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions. I mean, oh no, my hubris. It's doomed me. Alright,
That
So
plummet
he's-
looked very intentional.
okay. So is he fighting with the trickster?
He may well be. You do not know.
We don't know.
Okay, well, in and out of character, I want to like go and see what the fuck is going on, but also that's suicide, so I'm holding my tongue on this one. Actually,
You-
in character, I kind of want to like go up to the guy and be like, "Hey, fellow strongman, big fan, how's it going?" And then he kicks my head off, and that's it. I have to make a new character.
Takes your head off.
B will murmur sleepily, "Come back to bed, Tulip."
But there's a big Batman.
Lovingly.
Big Batman.
Gay.
The Dark
Right.
Knight.
It is a Dark Knight. He's a Batman. It's all happening, and the trickster is technically the Joker. It's happening. Like,
I didn't realize we were adding freaking Wincest here, Rev. Is that what we're doing?
She's sleepy, okay? Everything is
as long
okay.
as she's not saying "come back to bed, kitten," it's probably fine. But Tulip will come back to bed.
Come back to bed, mommy.
No, get off my Twitter.
No,
Oh,
shan't, Lel.
All right, what's the big fucker doing, Tom?
He's plummeted out of sight into the distance somewhere. There is a loud, like, bang, muffled because it's fairly distant. And you see like a big puff of dust and smoke and tree debris,
Hmm.
and then all is silent.
Do we just look at each other and be like, "Well, that was fucking weird"? Anyways.
I mean,
This is one of those things where it's like an elemental force, and you just ignore it and hope it doesn't come to you.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate. Like, I don't think in character B would go investigate a tornado if she saw one. So it's kind of the we were told to stay away from
That's not very Rico Rodriguez from Just Cause of you.
it.
Why wouldn't you go check out a tornado? That sounds metal as fuck.
Maybe there's loot.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
all know Zigger's motivations.
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure flying is fun. I would like to do it under my own power.
Trying to channel the stereotype of a rogue.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can sneak past it.
Sneak past the tornado.
Yeah, and like
Make a
stealth.
stealth check against the tornado to not be affected by it.
Yeah.
B
I
is
mean,
like,
yeah,
this is
probably a
neat.
dex save, right?
B is like, this is this is neat from a scientific standpoint. Chris is like, fuck you, I want to go to sleep. Zigga is like, I wonder like if there's riches to be made here. And Tulip is just like, I want to fucking punch it.
Chris isn't speaking. Chris has gone back to sleep. Like it's.
Oh, I'm just saying in general.
He expected this to happen and is moving on with his life because he doesn't expect you guys to run off and fight the big Gribbly of death.
That's a poor thing to think.
Look, he needs to sleep. Like,
Yeah. All right, are we going to morning, Tom?
That's up to you. Do you go back to bed?
Yeah, Tulip.
you
goes back.
guys are welcome to wander off without him, but you'll have to wake him up if you want him to come with you.
Yeah,
B
Tulip
is
will go back to bed.
Is everyone to bed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You are not woken again until morning, when birds are chirping and light is streaming through the hole in the roof, directly onto Chris's face.
Fuck off, son.
Did you get married at some point? Like, where did the sun come from?
It's in
You
the
don't need to be married.
sky.
You don't need to be married to have a child.
I hope you're not speaking from experience.
No.
Not yet, but the way Tulip gets around sometimes.
All right.
Alright, I've had it with these motherfucking. Yeah, anyway.
Up and Adam. It's a new day. We've got a castle to explore, or a manor, I guess.
It is indeed a new day. The second portcullis is quite inviting.
Yep. If we go up to the top, has anything visibly changed in the area? Like on the
No.
roof here?
The pile of ash you made by the portcullis has gotten a bit wider and a bit shallower.
But I guess maybe
Sorry,
blown around. I guess it's a little bit maybe.
probably.
Fair enough. Actually, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So I guess we go look at it. If Chris can drag himself out of bed.
Chris, yeah, he's awake. It's all good.
Sorry, I just feel the need to chirp you today for some reason.
Tabbit has been quite cuddly the last 2 days.
Oh,
Specifically with Chris.
interesting. Chris is mildly concerned by this. So, I guess I will have asked her at some point, is everything okay?
Don't make a big deal out of it. You healed me.
That's fair enough.
Jeez. Backer.
Backer, fucking Simpson cat.
You have cats, right?
Yes, true enough. Yeah,
That's
fair
cute.
enough. I will think no more of it and be happy enough that I have a cuddly cat as opposed to telling me I'm an idiot one.
Oh, you're still an idiot.
Some things never change.
What you don't know could fill so many libraries, but hopefully, with enough time, what you do know will grow to encompass quite a few volumes.
Wow,
That was profound.
you got philosophical.
Now get me breakfast.
All right. Fine, fine. Yeah, but it's food.
Tulip, of course, gets a head bonk.
The
Yay.
bonks.
Lots of pets.
The head bonks are real.
Yes.
Tabbit's my buddy. Oh, I guess we're manor exploring, right?
Yeah, well,
Yars.
you have a wall or a portcullis to get past.
Isn't the park
Oh,
open?
yeah.
Or did it slam shut?
This one's open.
No, it's the
There's a
top
second
one.
You
Yeah,
have a
there's a second
second one.
Oh, okay, right.
Is it in about the same condition as the outside one?
About the same condition, bit bigger.
And I'm assuming the mechanism's on the other side.
Oh yeah, and the walls are a little bit taller.
Did the hunter return last night?
After it impacted the ground, you did not see it, and you did not hear any more yelling.
Well, no, I mean, did we wake up to it returning to the ruins at some
No.
point overnight?
You haven't
Okay.
seen it since.
Probably fine. There's no foreshadowing or anything. That's not a thing.
No,
Okay.
there's only 5 shadowing.
Just gonna ignore that.
Yeah. So I guess we're trying to get over the portcullis.
Yes, you are.
Cool.
And I don't think there's anything that would stop us from doing the same thing again, so we'll just throw the grappling hook over the side.
Yeah, attack that wall.
Can Tulip try and just try and lift it to see where exactly it is state-wise?
Yes.
Alright, athletics.
Athletics.
Big girl.
3. Nope.
It doesn't even budge.
Alright, I guess we're doing the grappling hook
This
thingy.
thing is so heavy. The grappling hook lands.
Okay, climb up.
Athletics, please. unless you have assurance.
I don't have insurance, no.
Where do you get assurance from? Is it a feat of some description?
Skill
Yeah.
feat, I believe.
Oh, actually, add 1 to that. It's a 7, so 13.
With a rope, yes, you get up. It doesn't seem as secure as last time.
Okay,
but you make it up.
so Ziga will climb up the rope, and then once he's up on top, he will manually secure the grappling hook
Sure.
and tell Tulip, okay, come up, climb up.
Tulip?
I mean, I guess Tulip
And then
could
we
either climb the rope that Ziga just laid down or do a grappling hook on her side as well, so B and Chris can get up at roughly the same time if needed, but I think climbing the rope Ziga laid down is probably the less dumb option.
Well, we need to, theoretically, if we were going to do it, 2 grappling hooks, we would want to use them on the other side too, so that we secure a grappling hook for the other side to be able to climb up, and then we climb down it, open the portcullis, and then grab our grappling hooks and leave. You know, like yeah.
Well, Tulip can throw a grappling hook and then lead it on the other side, so there's 1 in, 1 out. I guess she'll do that if that's cool.
If you want to, yeah, you can choose either.
Go
It's up
ahead.
to you.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
You need to roll an attack roll.
Okay.
That will appear to be secure.
Cool. So I'm up here now.
Athletics to climb it.
Oh. Watch me fuck it up.
You get to the top just as it comes unsecure.
Cool. Can I secure it then?
Oh yeah. You nearly fell though. Like your heart is fucking pounding.
Alright.
Alright.
We've got a rope going each way then.
Ziga looks down at the portcullis levers that are on the other side of the wall, and then sees that she's got a thing going over there. He looks confused, and then he just reverses his thing, and so they have a way back up if things don't work out or whatever, and then jumps down.
Okay. Acrobatics, please. Yeah, you got this. This is your jam.
Okay, and then he'll assume his position
Tulip,
on the ladder.
would you like to climb down? Or jump down, if you want to do an acrobatics.
What is my acrobatics? Oof. Yeah, I guess I can try and climb down. Wait, did I roll that? Ignore me. No,
Assume
that was
the
acrobatics.
position.
No,
Yes, Rev.
I'll try and climb down.
We'll try and calm down. Oh god.
It's not working.
Go for it. Athletics. You guys are like the most competent team of mana robbing adventurers that you've ever heard of right now.
Yeah,
thank
everyone's rolling so high.
You are successfully down.
You watch, we're gonna have to fight the hunter like 16 sessions from now, and we're gonna roll ones exclusively.
You don't think it's gonna be next session?
I don't know. I'll leave it. I don't know.
Athletics for the portcullis mechanism from each of you, please.
We feel like the hunter is a little too high level to do next session, but
Bleh.
do I know?
Zigga, could you roll a fort save or a reflex save, please?
I will definitely roll the reflex save. We'll definitely fail the reflex. Actually, I can re-roll it.
Reroll the reset. Yeah,
Okay.
that was
Hey.
okay.
Okay. So the both of you put your shoulders to the mechanism and start winding it. Tulip's feet slip underneath her, and the force and the weight of the portcullis push her down into the mud. leaving the entire weight of the thing on Zigger, who just fucking narrowly gets out of the way before his shoulder is dislocated.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Well, that was exciting. He calls
Yeah.
over.
Oh god, do we try again?
So yeah, yeah, we definitely need to try again. But I'm curious. Does it seem like it is as dangerous as it is because of age, or does it seem like it was always this dangerous?
Do you have a skill that would help you understand the mechanisms of a portcullis?
I would just go with thievery more than likely.
Roll it.
What about crafting? Is
Cra-
that too?
Crafting would work, yeah.
Hey.
You both look at each other with like a holy shit, and then both turn to the mechanisms. Tulip, you spot that there appears to be just some missing stuff. Like some of the mechanism just isn't there.
Okay.
Zigger, you see that the whole thing is more ashy and blackened than the like surrounding wall.
Oh,
Someone
gotcha.
really
So,
put everything to the torch.
Something here that was crucial to the safe operation of this portcullis was destroyed.
Ooh, it was sabotage.
Probably some kind of ratcheting mechanism,
Huh.
or something that engaged a ratcheting mechanism.
right. Okay. Yeah, I'm cool with trying again.
Alright.
And I think hopefully now that we know that that's the case, we can have a circumstance bonus on avoiding it if it comes to it again.
Hopefully. A circumstance bonus doesn't save you from a crit fail, though.
Well, yeah, I already got my crit fail out of the way.
You both did.
Okay, let's try. Go. Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, it is very good that Tulip crit that. Because now Zigger's feet are starting to slip. But Tulip manages to hold it long enough for him to get a foothold on it. And
His arms are still sore from the last time.
yeah. You're like, oh gee, oh god, hold it. And between the two of you, you just about manage to get it up.
Literally hold the door.
Hold the door.
Yeah. Alright,
The
cool.
portcullis has now been raised.
He is gonna like kind of peer worriedly. She's not underneath it yet. She's like, "Are you guys okay? And is this safe?"
No and
Yes.
no. But
No, yes, no.
just be careful. Just be careful. It's a little
Well, I mean,
it's a
with
little slippy. There's a lot of mud out here.
jamming the
I'ma
pinions in
just
place and
go.
everything like that, it does seem like it's secure at this point, right?
Yes, you can now that you've got it up enough. Pin it in place.
I have moved under the portcullis. If it falls and I die, then at least B will live. Go.
Okay, well, if Chris did it with no, like, she can't be stood up by Chris, so she's just gonna go.
B, roll a reflex save.
Oh my god, please. Let's see now. Well, I need a wheelchair. Let me luck reroll that one. I think. Yeah,
I actually won't.
No.
You heard a creak, and you thought it was gonna go, and you dove forward, and kind of slipped and stumbled and fell into the mud a bit. The portcullis is fine though. It just creaked a bit.
She glares at it. And then from her position on the ground where she has dove, she's going to tug on Chris's leg to help herself up, and then she points at her now muddy
The portcullis got embodied by a little bit of Amber's apartment fanfic, and
Yeah, it was just like, get the fuck out of me. Oh no. Tulip would have just helped me up, but be sitting there like, no, Chris must also be muddy.
it's a
It's like
yandere
Chris like
portcullis.
reaches down and like picks B up like you do like under the arms like you do a cat and just like lifts up.
I
And
thought you were
sort
gonna say by the back of the neck, like a cat.
yeah.
Just picks her up by the floofy hair.
Yeah.
Oh God.
B just looks
And
like
it looked kind of unimpressed, be like, fine, fine, and just clear the stupid mud off.
and she will say thank you.
In that monotone, thanks.
Thanks.
Ta. Okay.
All right.
Polite. Thank you.
And in front of you, if you should choose... Oh my god, why is Tulip always so tiny? I need to...
Body issues.
You need to reset the default
I
token.
need to reset the default token, and I'm just not, yeah. And in front of you, now that you're on the other side, stands the manor.
Ooh.
Like the rose stands up.
Oh god.
And hopefully it's all blacked out for you.
Yeah.
Cool. We haven't been in yet, you don't know what it looks like.
No, I know, but the screen was just solid black for a second. There we go. Okay.
In front of you, not pictured here because I forgot to put a front door in, is
Front door, presumably.
is a big old door, yes.
Let's see.
Okay.
like that.
A little bit further over, but yes.
What's it made of?
Wood.
Is it burned?
No.
Is it blackened at all?
No.
It's funny, like, it feels like somebody either fucked up the door back there to keep people trapped in, and they just got obliterated by whatever, or, like, I don't know, like, this seems very sacrificial altar-y, but it's a whole fucking thing.
I could see that actually. Sacrificing the peasants.
I mean, it's a rich person thing to do. And the manor's not impacted, so shrug.
They didn't get the memo that that doors to public areas should be outswing, so that you can push them out in times of fire.
OSHA
Yeah,
doesn't
but-
exist yet, I'm afraid.
There's no
Yeah.
fire code in this house, bitch.
Nope. The only fire code here is being run by a pyromaniac goblin.
Oh no.
Trying the door, does it appear to be unlocked?
It appears to be locked. Big ol' like wrought iron locking mechanism.
Okay, I will attempt to open it.
Sure. Yeah, you reckon you've got it open. Still doesn't
Yes.
open up though. Bit of a rattle now. It gets a little bit through.
Rattle being like a chain lock that is
No, it sounds like it's hitting against one solid thing.
Hmm.
does it look
So-
like does it seem like if we give it pressure we could possibly push that thing out of the way?
What kind of pressure?
Like solid steady muscle.
Uh,
Like just like say if like a bureau is pushed up against the door that we could push the-
Sure.
like,
it's a bit hard to tell without trying it.
okay, well, you want to give it a try?
Yeah, Tulip, that's what Tulip do. Can
Okay.
I bashing charge this fucker?
You can totally
Yeah,
bash and
that-
charge this fucker.
He's gonna
Yeah.
step back.
I was gonna say we could bashing charge it after we try to do it the civilized way.
No civilized here, only charge.
Only Tulip.
Oh god, what do I need to roll? Athletics or
Are you,
is it
are you
attack?
straight up gonna bash through it?
Yes.
Okay, that is athletics.
Alright.
Civilized?
Okay,
I
so
don't
we
even
just,
know
like-
how you spell that.
Ziga
Yeah.
is just gonna like dejectedly walk over here and watch the show.
Dejectedly.
It gets like maybe wide enough open that you can see a bit through it.
Is it big enough for Ziga to get through?
Not quite. You'd have a real struggle to get through that. You can
Alright.
see a partially splintered hardwood bar on the other side of it.
Oh, can Chris or B like cantrip that shit? Or I mean Tulip can just keep pushing, I guess. Like it
As long as you don't hurt your shoulder, that sounds
Oh,
okay to me.
oh, my shoulders are fucked. from carrying this team. Oh no, I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's more your back than your shoulders.
I know. Let's try. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hey!
You in fact weren't expecting it to give quite as well as it did. Let me reveal areas. Bomb.
I love the idea that like everyone is like, oh, we can figure this out. And Tulip just smashes her fist through and is like, no, think, only act.
You
I mean, sometimes that's the solution.
you stagger all the way through and bonk against the door at the end.
Nice.
Not hard enough to do it any damage, just like you ended up in there.
Guys, I did it. Are you proud of me? I think I have brain damage.
I think you started it with brain damage.
Why are you so mean to? I'm gonna go sit in this corner and just be sad. Like,
Well, you
I'm
got it
doing
open.
my best
good.
here. Gosh.
Inside, you see what was once likely a rather fancy entrance hall, but now the floorboards are partially rotted in places, partially broken, and the carpet that leads straight through to, if this manor is designed like any other manor, would be quite an ostentatious hall, is pretty eaten up by time and bugs and rot and weather and moss.
Okay. What is the thing that's running parallel to the blue curtain, or not curtain? What are they called?
Rug?
Carpet?
The rug. Yeah,
Which thing?
that track mark.
Oh, that's where some floorboard has fallen through.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Are these two things on the wall, or the walls here? Are those doors?
Those are doors. I was
Okay.
a little sloppy with the doors.
Like these ones?
Yes.
And that. And that. Okay.
Yes.
Zigga will
They
go
wouldn't
over
block
the
the
door,
inside
and
of them, would they?
he's gonna try them.
That door does not budge easy. Something is behind it.
They did. Holy
Um,
fuck.
Are there any signs
I
of
wonder
life?
if somebody could do something about that, perhaps.
Any sounds of life?
Not that you can hear. Not without a check, at the very least.
Okay. Is there something heavy beyond the door, or is it
Oh,
just
yeah. Big and heavy.
Yeah. Okay? All right. So then Zigga will motion to Tulip, and you wanna try to possibly push this out of the way.
I don't know. Do you want to show me some appreciation? Yeah,
I-
I should do it.
I literally wanted to push the first one, and then you just like, nope, barrel roll.
Okay, I'll push it. Bam!
Yeah,
I mean,
Tulip
granted,
will try.
my idea would not have worked in the first situation. Your idea was the only thing that was going to work, but we didn't even try.
You put
Yeah.
a big crack in the door. It does not move.
Really? On a 29?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
But that's for pushing, right?
Can we see anything through the crack?
Lots of wood. It doesn't look like intact wood.
Oh, is it another collapsed floor situation, potentially?
Potentially.
Okay, maybe we revisit that one. Is there any other doors here besides this one?
Yes, there's one here as well.
Can Tulip just rip the door, like yank the door really, really hard in towards her?
Potentially.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
Just so we see what's on the
Athletics
inside.
Sorry?
And actually, yeah, I was gonna say, B had the same idea as me. Like, if there's a whole bunch of rubble that spills into the room, at least not being right next to it.
Does Chris back up right into the rotted floorboards?
No.
The rotten floorboards are narrative. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Do we have to rescue Chris from the basement?
Oh no.
Not yet.
Am I... Oh god.
Speaking of basements, is there
Am
a
I
basement?
yanking this door or no?
You can try.
Does the party want me to do that?
Go
Yeah.
for it.
Just get clear afterwards, and
Yeah. That's not too bad.
What are you pulling on?
Does it have a handle?
Yes.
So probably like one hand on that and then one hand in the crack. that formed?
The handle comes off. And you kind of like dislodge, like, you know how some saloon doors have like top bottom opening?
Yeah.
Like, it's like that now, and the top's kind of swung open. But the bottom's still where it was.
Can Tulip Barbarian Rage and start sorting this thing? Because that seems narratively appropriate.
Well, hold on. All we
She
need to
won't,
do is
she
we
won't.
just need to see. What do we see on the other side?
There is a lot of wood just kind of piled up against the door. And some stone from the look of things.
Mm.
I mean, can we see enough in order to have like in-character vision?
Yeah, I can reveal a little bit. Let's see, something like that.
Gotcha.
So it's theoretically
it's-
possible to
it's
get
not-
in there. It would just be a pain in the ass.
Oh, it'll be a real pain in the ass, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't we
this is-
just
this
go
is a
through the rest of
palisade.
the?
This is not like a collapsed section of roof. This is just like a palisade.
This to you does not look intentional.
Oh, okay.
Probably is collapsed roof.
This is just like piled up higgledy-piggledy.
I mean, based on the fact that the rest of the room looks totally clear. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's check one of the other doors. So he'll check this door next.
That door opens.
Okay. Swinging it open.
And you are attacked by 17 creatures. Nope, empty.
Is this a door?
Yes.
Okay.
This room you are in appears to be something of a guard staging area. There's some old broken weapons available on old broken tables. Probably a few people would just stay there for security.
Do any of the weapons look in good shape or salvageable?
They look pretty rusty and pretty rotten in the wood. You could probably take some to salvage them if you really wanted, but they aren't really of immediate use.
Okay.
Certainly not as good as the weapons you brought with you, anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. I just didn't know if there would be like runes or shit sitting around.
Any does this room have any drawers or anything like that to rifle through and see if there's anything of note, like loot wise?
Yes, perception me, please, if you want to have a look.
And he'll use detect magic to assist.
Sure. What's the range on detect magic?
30-foot emanation.
30-foot emanation. Okay, you do not detect magic. You do find a few logbooks, basically saying who's come in and out of the manor, who's on shift and when. The names... fuck, what were the... Why am I so bad at names? Why have I gotten myself into a situation where I need to have lots of names? The names Lyra and Migo Durol appear quite often in a lot of the notes.
As visitors?
What?
No.
Migo like Divinity 2 Migo?
Yes, actually, I think so.
Huh. Big corpse guy? Fair enough.
Probably not the same guy. It
would
is
hope not.
it is spelt the same though.
Ah.
Okay, but logbooks. So they're not visitors.
No, they
but
are
they're coming-
they are in the who's on duty.
Oh, okay,
books.
gotcha. They're okay. These are the soldiers on duty.
Mm.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, he'll start skimming through them as they continue through the manor. But either way, he's gonna stash them. You know, because more than likely, what's his name? The museum guy in
Yes.
glass. would-
Chester.
Chester, yeah, would want them
Yes.
as historical artifacts. Okay. So yeah, Zigga will kind of look at the rest of the group and say, do you want to go this way or do you want to go through the main hall?
They might actually. maybe go through the side room just because it's probably a little less exposed in case anything is wandering around here still.
Sure. I mean, I don't really think we have any context. Like, it's coin toss, I think. So.
Yeah. I also like the idea of avoiding the main hall until the last room. If we can avoid it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you're going to try that door?
Yep.
It opens. This appears to be the remains of a chapel. Not uncommon for manor houses. In quite a bit of disrepair, as you might expect.
Is it a chapel to one of the seven?
It is a chapel to Primus.
Okay.
What was that, 6?
6, yes.
6. Sorry.
This
I'm
isn't
sorry.
Elder Scrolls.
Do you have
Oh,
a
no,
secret god we should be knowing that B should know about,
No.
Siga?
Talos.
Talos, lol.
Better not be Septos. Heathens.
I can just imagine, like, you're a charlatan, and you have a tremendous amount of religious knowledge, and you go around to the various villages of this world and just talk about Septus, and you say like a whole bunch of things that sound like really official, and then you just whirl through like a whirlwind, and the church is like constantly trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, like who's spreading the rumors of Septus and causing all sorts of problems.
So no, I like the idea that we pan to like the church's meeting room, and they're like, "Who the fuck found out about Septus? How did they manage that?"
I know.
Oh, and then you start hearing about how Septus's first coming didn't go so well.
No, he stained the sheets.
Yeah. But 10 years is enough time to recover from that, right?
Oh,
Although,
wait.
Wait a minute,
Oh,
hang a
I
minute,
see.
wait a minute, hang a minute.
or it's one of those things where it's like belief in a deity is enough to get that deity to come into being. So we create Septus by.
Oh god, by
By
spreading
talking
the word.
about it, yeah.
I mean, with what Fish just said, I think he was insinuating that if it were Septus, then that might be the Mortifer.
Yes.
I don't know if we want to do that right now.
Well, as long as it's called Septus and not Sepsis, then it can't be that bad.
Guys,
Can't it be
is this gonna be a Ula's Temple Ulamog situation?
Okay, so I approach the chapel.
Sure.
Or
Perception,
Go to
please.
the altar.
Are we all doing perception?
If you want to look around.
Yeah, may as
I
well.
really wish search and spot were 2 different skills still. Because I
Why?
really feel like Zigga would have a great search check, and yet he has a terrible spot check, and spot's all that matters anymore.
All of you, in fact. Well, maybe not B, because B hasn't rolled anything.
B will probably be investigating something else, but I'll let you do this thing first.
Sure. All of you, as you come into the chapel proper, notice that there are some piles of things in the corners. And those things are bleached and white and mostly long and sometimes round. And then those piles start moving a bit.
Are they skeletons?
Yeah.
And they assemble.
Okay,
Avengers?
well,
End of Ultron?
the Avengers. Okay,
Oh,
well,
let's fucking go.
Ruh-roh.
hey, there's a funny looking one over there.
There is a funny looking one. That one
Does
looks
it-
a
does it
bit more together than the others.
It's called
Right.
reassembling skeleton.
Shut up.
Build a skelly.
Hey, not bad, not bad. Little bad, little not as good.
All
Only a
of our
bit.
initiatives are up there today.
Oh, that was
So
the wrong
there's
one.
good right?
Fuck. What did he roll before?
Sheesh. Oh, he's
Actually
a champion, is he? Alright.
Significantly better than that. Hold on. 23. I can't edit it though because other stuff is getting edited and it's blocking my ability to change
Sorry.
it. It's alright.
Oh, fuck, right, okay. And then that. These bodies stand before you, and they look a little bit more intact for the most part, and not quite as burnt, but definitely very skeletal. The pews are blocking terrain.
So I can't bashing charge. Sad face.
You can bashing charge through them, and it will unblock the terrain in the process.
Happy face.
But you
Zigga is
can't just move through them.
Aw.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say Zigga wants to vault over them.
You can vault acrobatics.
Okay, I want to land here.
Sure.
So I'm gonna roll acrobatics.
Do a flip.
Do 2 flips.
Zigga does at least some of a flip. What do we call this? Do we call this a long jump? Kinda? Like,
Yeah, it was a long jump.
model it on the long jump? Yeah, you can get over them. That's cool.
Okay, and then I will stab.
Stab away, my friend.
What is the accoutrements of this individual that's before me?
It's a bit hard to tell. It looks clerical in nature.
No.
That will
Okay.
hit.
I mean, just fabric? Is it the same as the other skeletons where it's just using his hands?
Oh, no, no,
Okay.
this boy's holding a mace.
Okay.
That did hit. Cool. Let's do it this way around so I don't have to think. Okay, yeah, so long jump is a 2-action thing, and you have attacked. So we will call that there.
How much did I appear to have done to it?
Less than you would have hoped,
That
but
Because like that attack I've gotten the hang of would have been enough to down a regular one, right?
yes, no, it is still up and it doesn't look that damaged.
Okay.
This guy is gonna move to here and swing at Chris because he's now the closest boy. Shambling forward to twat your hat off. Does a 15 hit?
no.
Cool.
I'm pretty damn certain.
Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, my AC is 17.
Okay. 4
So I
damage.
take 4.
4 hat-based damage.
Hat base.
Base
God damn.
damage.
So I have 28 of 32 left.
This boy is going to try and get through. In fact, he can because you can move through friendly spaces, right? I'm not making that up. He's going to go for Tulip because the other guy is kind of blocking the way to Chris. Bomb. 26.
Yep.
That probably hits.
Yeah, my AC is 20. How much do I take?
4.
4.
And then a crit fail. He does not hit you at all. Except for that first one that hit you.
Okay.
Looking at this guy, does this one seem to be more intelligent than the others? Like, does he carry himself differently?
He does. He is focused on you.
Okay. Which means I can probably bluff him.
Tulip.
So I'm caught between bashing charge over here to help with this guy because I'm sure B and Chris can handle these two, but Zigga's also already in there. So you guys tell me what you want me to do.
I would say taking care of the two that are right there in front of you. I mean that you can get multiple attacks off on those guys, whereas if you spent your turn trying to get all the way over to this guy, you wouldn't get to attack.
All right.
Right.
I think I still have B's shield unless did B take it
I
back?
think B would have taken it back after a while.
That's
Okay,
fair.
so I'll regular 2-hand.
That will hit. For murder, I think.
Murder.
Murder most foul. Have I even got the right, but I do have... No, I don't even have the right fucking sheet open. That would be good. Doesn't actually
So
change
this guy
anything.
goes- This guy goes down.
Yes. That
With
guy
murder.
is rendered a pile on the floor once again.
Do I have to step like over here and attack the other guy, or
You
can I
do.
step on this guy's corpse? Okay.
You can step on the corpse. It's
Eh.
roughly equivalent.
All right, and then we go again.
That will miss, I'm afraid.
That's gotta miss, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Swings
that's all of
wide.
my actions, right?
Yes.
Okay.
B.
Skellington that Zigga's dealing with did not look much damaged by the poke.
Well, Zigga got a real good poke on it,
Okay.
and it did not fall over.
Got it. I am more thinking, is it worth to spend a first level spell slot on it or not? Let's just do a water blast for now. Probably okay. Let's see. That is not okay. Okay.
Will miss.
She will kind of raise her shield to the side in case this one decides to she's more tasty.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, that's it.
Sure. Chris,
I mean, I'll step away and shoot it.
go for it.
I'm gonna miss.
You will miss, I'm afraid.
F.
The lump of pew goes wide, narrowly missing Tulip. Because that's cinematic.
Oh dear.
Our skeletal boy on Zigga here, well, he's not a fan of being poked. He is going to try and twat you with a mace. Does a 24 hit?
It does.
For 7.
Okay.
He is going to go for a follow-up blow, but full wide. For his third action, he will raise his shield, ready to defend against you.
Okay.
All of you hear noises from this door.
Again. Okay.
Zigga.
All right. I forget how to do this every single time, but I'm going to attempt to use deception.
Sure. To feint him.
Yeah, to feint him.
This is opposed perception, which is really good for you. Wait, is it good for you? It's okay for you.
I think it's will save DC, isn't it?
You do not succeed.
Okay. That is one action, I think? Question mark?
Yes, one action to feint deception.
Okay. Alright, and then I will just stab him twice then.
Sure.
Or at least I'll stab him once, and if he's still up, I'll stab him again.
That will miss.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That will crit.
Yep. Alright, so that's 66 plus 4.
I think he's flat-footed if feint failed.
The feint attempt failed. To be
Oh,
clear.
right, yeah, I'm sorry. So lop off the 2 of those 2d6, like the last 2, maybe.
Okay, that's 2 6s. That's fine by me.
Yeah, I know.
So that's minus 12, so that's 17.
Yeah.
Okay. He will use a reaction.
Oh. I think that probably breaks the shield, actually.
Not immediately.
Wow, it's a sturdy shield then.
Skeleborb. Oh, that was the second attack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So the strike hits the shield, glances towards him in the end, does still damage him, but not for as much as you were hoping. Tulip, this skeleton peasant is all up in your grill, and he is just going for whoever he can reach.
Alright.
That will probably hit you for 3.
Yep. For 3. Cool.
And he grasps again, and misses.
No.
And again, and misses. He's on you like a drunk guy at a club, just kind of...
Give me them titties, girl.
Yeah.
No.
But I think he's about to get rebuffed.
Alright, let's fucking go. Tulip will look at this motherfucker and shake her head and be like, no, that's enough of that.
No. Slap.
Yeah.
That will take him out.
Cool. Can I bashing charge over to this boy, or is that...
You can move through one obstacle with bashing charge.
Sad face. Let's see, where am I at? I would have to move through this one first, and then I'd either have to bashing charge again, or I would have to walk around. Okay.
Or you could
You
just
can probably-
just walk over to him.
I think you have enough for that. Yeah.
Yeah, Tulip will just casually stroll on over and be like, hello, I see you're occupied with my brother.
As you skirt by Zigger, you see his head snap to you with a bunch of malevolence in his eyes.
He doesn't have eyes. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's technically.
Bitch.
Does that hit?
No, I have an AC
No.
of 20.
Well, that's a shame for him. He
Yeah.
really went for you, but you darted past him.
I like the idea that he brought his mace down and it just went clink. And Tulip's just hovering over him now, like, alright.
Not off her arm or anything, just off her head. Just
Yeah, she's like, you bitch, you thought. Oh no. I guess that's my turn.
yes. B.
I think this is probably worth first level spell slot. She's gonna cast first level heal, single target at it,
Sure.
which is a fort save. I'm just gonna post my electric arc for the save DC, which is 19.
Sure. Fort save.
Yep. 16. It's 16 positive damage. If I think
Oh
it's
boy. It lights up with warm, glowy, yellowy gold light and just kind of crumbles to dust in a pile on the floor.
amazing.
Buy that.
Okay.
You hear banging against this door.
Square
We
up.
got more company.
Yep, I'll head over there.
I should not have put that
Yep.
away. Bring that back.
Oh. So we can't just walk over there.
Oh, you can just walk over there. There's no danger right now.
Yeah, the
Okay.
door's closed for now. But
I guess Tulip will kind of position herself here. Oh, okay, Zigga's going for it.
Well, no, I mean I'm not gonna open the door, but I'm gonna be there at the door.
No,
Like
I
I'm
know.
gonna keep several. I mean, I effectively I'm gonna be like right here. If that moved, yeah, like right there. I'm gonna occupy this square for the purposes of the fact that it's a square. But I'm basically hanging back away from the door so that when it breaks open, I have the I'm holding the door.
Okay.
Does that make
Hold
sense?
the door.
Yeah.
I don't wish to unduly influence player actions, but that is one obstacle.
The door?
What?
Or...
Yeah? Just putting that out there, Tulip.
Oh, you want me to
Oh, yeah.
fucking eat the door?
It's an option.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I could just punch the door inward and take out a bunch of boys. That's so anime.
where does that door swing?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I
Which
mean,
way
now
is
that we're super close to it, like, are they obviously on the other side of the door, attacking the door to get through?
Yeah, they're trying to.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't wait for them to come to us, and deal with them in the doorway.
Or the
Yeah.
hinges on our side?
The,
If the
the door opens inward,
So toward away from us.
away from you. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
couldn't-
if Tulip goes like right here or whatever, Zigga could take the brunt of the attacks, and Tulip could just slash over and over and over again, and then the two of the range characters can do their range things, and we'll be perfectly set up.
couldn't be theoretically, like, because there's a gap between the floor and the bottom of the door, right? Like, couldn't she technically just shoot water underneath and then zap it?
I don't think water is like fresh water is actually conductive like that in real life. Also, I think for the purposes of game mechanics, the crack at the bottom of the door is probably still blocking line of effect, even
Okay.
though like You could feasibly, I guess, look under it.
I will not stop you trying if you want to.
I mean, like I said, the water probably does not actually conduct electricity that well, and the impact of the water probably will get dispersed with the gap in the door. So
I'm picturing B trying to be that sniper Pokemon from the newest one, the starter. Except
Inteleon.
her tower is literally just on the floor, and she's like,
yeah, she's just crouched on the floor with like one eye closed, and she has a finger gun in front of her.
Yeah.
Just like, pew pew.
Pew.
Water gun.
B, use water gun.
Oh my god, please. She's gonna water gun you instead.
B, use thunder shock.
I mean, technically, yeah, yes. Technically, yes. Does that make her Chinchou? Go.
Whichever one turns into lantern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chinchou. The scrabbling has been happening at the door for like half a minute now.
I mean, it's scrabbling, right? Like it's probably not. Does it sound like they're making any significant headway? Because the way I imagine that, it's like they're just kind of scratching at it. It's like a cat rather than carving through the door.
You don't see any damage on your side.
okay, all right, so we'll throw the door open.
Maybe you can like literally throw the door open, slam it on them or something. If Tulip wanted to do that.
I mean, it's in character, but she's not gonna do anything without one of the smart people in the room. Like, you know.
Well, yeah, let's go ahead and throw the door open. We could just do it together. I mean, I'm actually picturing it might not even be a humanoid. It might be like a zombified cat or something or a skeletal cat or something. In which case, it's like physically incapable of getting through the door.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm down.
So we'll find out.
yeah.
They
Or
open
we-
the door.
Or like a situation where it's like there's not even like the full body.
What's
Maybe
on
it's
the
just
other
like
side?
Do you open the door or do you like kick open the door?
kick open the door.
Kick it,
Like,
yeah.
I think
Okay.
what you're trying to do is, if it's small enough, potentially, B's idea of like sandwiching it in between the door and the wall on the, you know.
Sure.
Or even just like blasting it back a little bit. Because it's right out the wall, out the door, presumably.
If I do that and then that, you kick open the door and see one of the shitty skeletons staggering back and falling prone. For which I
Okay.
do not have a good icon.
A good prone icon.
Yeah, he's turned into a hedgehog. Perfect
Yeah.
prone
He's
icon.
he's anamorphing into Sonic.
He has back pain.
There are 2 Skelebobs in there.
Oh my god, the skelly bobs.
Can we just deal with them?
Yeah, I mean if you
Yeah.
go in. And
I
deal
didn't know if you okay. Yeah, well, I didn't know if you even needed a roll necessarily.
Well, yeah, you need
Oh.
to attack them. They're trying to kill you.
Okay. All right.
Are we
Yeah.
still on initiative? Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'll just rush in there and
Stab, stab.
actually I'll position myself right here since I can't be flanked and I can give me easy access to both of them.
Oh my, that'll hit.
Okay. I'm starting with the prone one.
Yep. That will kill. He's
Oh,
trying to
another
get
one?
back up and reassemble himself, but a quick stabbing through the essence. That one will miss, I'm afraid.
Yep.
Because it is a 1. He will respond in kind.
I don't think he's going to respond in a kind manner.
No, he isn't. I think that misses.
misses. Yeah.
That'll miss, and that'll
My AC
miss.
actually went up.
Cool. And then it is Tulip. Zigger really went wide with that second attack.
The threshold, just so you know, the thresholds at this point is 24 on the first attack and then 22 for every
Sure.
other. That's good.
And the skeleton tried to grab at him, but I imagine that cape came up to block most of it, because that kind of looks cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I move here and fucking Swing my sword.
Go for it. That will hit it.
And again?
Yes, go for it.
Oop.
That will miss it.
Okay. I don't know why it's always the fucking second strike that's just like... One more
What's up?
time.
No, you
That
you
will-
moved.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
my
you
bad.
moved.
Sorry.
Yes.
My bad, I'm sorry.
This skeleton, against all odds, is just defying the two hitty people.
The hitty people,
The
yes.
hitty people. B.
The punch bros.
Okay, well,
I am the one that smacks.
B will walk up to here and shoot a water gun because she has been asked to do so.
B, use water gun.
Sure, just about.
Yeah. 1D. I need to put this into my thing.
That'll crit.
Yeah, that probably.
It's fucked then.
I don't even know what my damage roll is. I need to put this in.
Cantrip damage is probably 2d6 plus casting stat now.
No, it's a little different. It's 2d4 plus casting, and then it takes double damage and persistent damage. Yeah, that's probably enough to kill it.
Okay. What's the minimum damage?
44 plus 8, I think, is so.
Or sorry, yeah. So it's.
Oh, well,
yeah.
fuck. That thing just got fucking power washed against the back wall.
Hey, I have an alternate. My part-time job is power washing.
Splurge.
Clearly.
It's like power washing a saltine cracker.
Yeah. The room is now wet. And still and quiet again.
I see a bunch of crates.
There are a bunch of crates.
Using detect magic, is there anything in the crates?
Using detect magic, there is nothing in the crates.
Okay. Using eyeballs, is
Yeah.
there anything in the crates of mundane value?
I await the eyeball roll.
Oh.
Sorry, it's the system. Ooh, blimey. There
I
is.
really want to like bifurcate it and use intelligence for search checks when I'm searching rather than just trying to spot things.
There is not a whole lot of mundane value. Mostly the crates are very moldy inside. Again, mostly likely food. However, sitting atop one of the crates, you do find a piece of parchment.
Okay. I will take it out of the wet room. Oh, there we go.
I had to click one more button than I thought, so my dramatic button click didn't go very well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Interesting. So when we were in town and also talking to Chester about Castle Blacksteel, or is that what it was called?
The Blacksteel Bastion.
Blacksteel Bastion. Did we get an idea as to how old this place was?
I don't think he said.
Obviously, it's not older than the religion, like the church,
Mm-hmm.
because, you know.
Or at the very least, the current residents aren't older than the church.
Yeah. Well,
You do know that it was abandoned as a result of the mortifer. You were told that.
Gotcha.
But as
That's
for how old the building itself is, that was not discussed, I believe.
Okay. Is it common to contract out outside assistance for defense rather than using like your local land your local peasantry and stuff like that? Like
Um,
contracting out knights rather than having them homegrown, I guess.
it would be very common if none of your people are combatants, or if you needed someone to train your peasants.
Okay. And honestly, this is kind of. I was gonna say, what's the word for out of time? Anachronistic. We haven't come across like any like traditional medieval Europe like castles with landed knights and landed lords and everything like that. Like this is not very common among our travels, right?
Correct. This is not how the church would normally do things.
Yeah. Okay. Is it so uncommon that we haven't heard of something like this before, or is it just not common?
Mercenary activity is not exactly frowned upon, but generally considered unnecessary.
I'm not. No. I'm not talking about the
No, it
mercenaries.
means like a landed gentry with a house and whatnot.
Sorry.
Like lords and stuff like that, having castles with knights and I mean all that kind of stuff is very not in place for the setting. So far.
It's not too common, but it's not completely unheard of. Basically, it just requires someone rich enough to build the place, and as long as they're not, killing and murdering and pillaging, and they're paying their tithes,
taxes,
yeah, then it's kind of live and let live.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because there's not any sort of like significant problem that like in actual medieval times like bandits and stuff like that you would necessarily have to have protection from as a citizen, right? Like generally most of the time the church takes care of most major problems to the point where the traditional feudalism of having protection by a lord and everything is not necessary.
Generally.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we'll stow away the parchment after the party reads it, and I'll keep it for potentially giving it to Chester later.
Cool. At the back, by the altar, you see a small door set into the curved wall of what you presume to be the external tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you go and open that door, which I presume is what has just happened,
Yes.
you will see a staircase that runs up and down the tower. The way... Let me remind myself real quick.
Did it look like the manor was 2 stories? Or is it just
the
this
manor
tower?
Has visibly 3 stories.
Okay.
It also, you have now learned, goes down.
Do we want to... I don't know about y'all, but when I'm playing a video game on a multi-story building, I always clear the single story that I'm on before I change to a different story. I don't know if y'all are like that as well.
Well, from a practicality point of view, given that the first floor is where the exit is, it's probably best to clear that out just so that if we have to run, we're not impeded by that.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's my in-character reason.
Is there a door on this wall at any point?
Nope.
I think we had to go back to the...
We have to go round to the main entrance.
And there wasn't a door inside the
Correct.
storage area. That is interesting, though. I don't know if it was an oversight or if it's deliberate, but their food storage is through the far side of their chapel. That's unusual that they wouldn't put food storage like near a kitchen, like a preparation area. Because that's a really inconvenient spot to put food.
It is.
I'm going to walk round to the front door
I don't
again.
know if that means anything or if it's just an oversight.
Maybe it's a soup kitchen. The church area is the soup kitchen. Where the
Can I hear anything on the other side of the door?
No.
Okay. He'll look at everyone else and be like, do I just open it?
Yeah, I think we're safe to open things at this point because
I open the door.
all of
Tulip
the
is probably here
skeletons-
as well.
Yeah,
Probably.
almost certainly have been woken up, at least on this level. And if they're not making active noise, then I think we're clear.
The door almost immediately clunks against something.
Chris will step back and be like, "All right, someone
Yeah,
else do this bit."
Yeah. It's just straight up now. This looks like a job for me. Oh
So-
no.
Do we want to try to open it delicately first?
I think Chris already tried. It bumped into something on the other side.
No, I mean, like, open it with strength delicately.
Like pushing
it first.
Static
I mean,
strength rather than dynamic strength.
Right. And if static strength fails, then dynamic strength is always an option. But if we use dynamic strength immediately, then if there is anything of value that is breakable on the other side, we have destroyed it.
Okay, yeah, we can try it gently. Is that athletics, Tom?
Yep.
Or is it an attack? Okay.
Athletics. You budget probably about an inch, maybe 2,
On a
Well-
20. Damn.
before it becomes stuck hard against whatever's on the other side. And through the gap you can see in the doorframe now, there is more rubble on the other side. And just beyond that rubble, you can see a big old fucking hole in the floor.
All right, I guess we're going up the stairs.
I keep pressing that one instead of the reveal one. God damn it. I can do probably like that.
Interesting.
Okay. Are the interior walls wooden?
Yes. But like hardwood
Right.
and pretty thick.
I'm
at
just
that.
I'm just wondering if between age and mold and everything like that, if it might be relatively easy to just bash a hole through the wall, or if it would take a lot of effort.
Crafting check.
Want to have a resident crafting expert
Yeah, I can
ponder it? It is really interesting that like search and spot are two different. They're one skill now, but like crafting, you can make a pie or you can make a trebuchet and use the same skill.
Oh, yeah. Make some
Yeah.
pies.
Well, they don't want crafting to be an actual thing people do, is the issue, whereas they do want people to do perception.
Yeah.
I rolled a
Um,
29.
Tulip, you are convinced you could do it. Chris,
Does Chris turn and look at me and say no?
Chris, you know that would take quite a while. Especially with a sword, and it would probably fuck up the sword.
A, I'd want an axe. B, we'd be here most of the day.
Okay. Alright,
Maybe
so that's
there's
not
an
feasible.
axe that's not total garbage back in the guard room.
Why don't we go?
Why don't
back
we
to
just go up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or potentially go down the stairs first, because more than likely we'll very quickly go reach the rubble that's collapsed into the room, and that will be very easy to clear. Whereas we could probably progress much further up the stairs, and I'd like to just clear that out. If that makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, that way we can say that we've gone there and down there and saw it, whatever
Wish-
it is.
So you desire to go down?
I was
We don't desire to go down.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Let me grab you so you are present. Boop.
Careful where you're grabbing.
Oh, I'm never careful. And Chris.
Fish is recklessly fondling us.
Reveal this. Fuck. That one, that one, that one, that one. And then pull you over.
Oh, there's a skeleton.
You leave the bottom of the stairwell, and immediately in the room are a couple of skeletons. And you know what they're doing?
What are
I
you
don't
doing
know what
here?
they're doing. They don't look like the skeletons that we've seen up to this point. Are they moving?
Oh, they are starting to stand up.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I'll start to stab them then.
Well, you'll have to wait a week, I'm afraid, because it's been 3
Yeah.
hours. This is time.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of skeletons do they look like though?
They look different from the other skeletons.
Scientific skeletons.
Scientific skeletons?
10
They have
points,
better
if, 10 points to David if he can name the magic card.
Clattering auger or something.
You may be right, I've actually forgotten. Let me go on Scryfall and research for skeleton. Because that's what I did. And there aren't many of them.
Really? There's not many skeletons in.
There
I
are
guess
63, would you believe it?
That's a decent number.
It is not Clattering Auger, though I can see why you would say that.
Is it? It's like, I think it's a 1-drop, and when it dies, you can pay some mana, and it comes back into play.
Yes.
I have one of those in my skeleton deck.
It's a black mana. It's like a 1/1, and you pay 1 in the black when it dies, and it comes back into play. Is it like Persistent Dead or something?
It is
Persistent.
Persistent Specimen.
God damn, I was close.
And it's 2 and a black, return it from grave to battlefield tapped.
It's not quite the right one.
Not
sure.
quite the
Why
right
are you? Why are you able to do this?
I don't know.
Because he spent 10 years playing Magic religiously.
Yeah, but I mean, this seems like the kind of card where I would look at it and just disregard its existence like forever.
20 points if you can give me the flavor text.
The
I
flavor
actively
text.
use it in one of my decks.
Is it better
Yeah.
than?
Oh, fucking. No, not a chance. I couldn't tell you what the flavor text is.
The jawbone's connected to the skull bone. The skull bone's connected to the hook thingy. Gull, Stitch's assistant.
Okay.
But yes, we will call it there for today.
And for reference, I know this because I have a stupid, dumb commander deck that I put together where I need creatures that can come back from the graveyard repeatedly, and there just aren't that many.
Yeah, reassembling skeleton, that guy.
I run Bloodghast and
Bloodghast.
Nether Traitor.
Gutter Bones, if that was
I don't
it.
run Gutter Bones.
No.
I guess it does interact with a lot more things than regeneration does.
Yeah, no, the fact that you can straight up put it like it's not the best version of creatures that can do this, but with Skull Clamp, it's just 4 mana draw 2 over
Yeah.
and over and over and over and over and over.
The fact that actually returns. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
But yeah, no, and truthfully, some cards I do like, not nearly as many as I could tell you what it does, but like I can sometimes tell you the flavor text. Like I have a kind of disgustingly encyclopedic knowledge of these things.
It is disgusting. I'll give you that. I feel slightly grossed out by you right now.
Okay.
Okay. We have to talk.
Okay, lol.
Thanks for running, Tom. It was fun.
Yep.
Thanks for
Thanks for
playing.
having me.
Skellingtons.
Many
Spooky, scary skeletons.
It does seem worth noting that this area is extraordinarily more well preserved than the entry hall
underground.
area. Yeah.
It's underground and it's made of stone.
Yep.
See chests.
By the way, are these chests or are they like grates?
They are chests.
Okay.
Nice.
I think if there's
Nice.
something in those chests, this might be the first time that we've actually gotten like loot.
I don't
In the
need to be
entire
called out
campaign.
like this, Mag.
What do you mean, Meg?
Oh.
Let out everybody this
Says Mag.
I don't need. This is my first time DMing this game. I don't need to be called out like this.
You're doing great, Tom. Don't worry about it. Don't let the
Level-
haters get to you.
Level 3 seems like a good time to drop loot for the first time.
Oh, dude.
I have to say, right, I was looking at the list of items you can get in this game, and it's like, what loot would you even want?
Yeah, this
Like,
is the problem I'm kind of having. Is like there's like 200-300 listed items that are even remotely reasonable to give out as loot. Other than that, it's like, well, okay, I can give you weapon runes that'll upgrade your weapon, and I can do that once. That's great. Then you've upgraded your weapon.
Yeah, because there aren't like weapon of +3, right? Like it's not a thing.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just
you
like
can,
you have a weapon
you
and you
can
put runes
transfer,
on it.
you can transfer the rune. So if I give everyone a +1 rune, that's that upgrade done. It's like giving you a level. I can't then build on that without giving you a better rune.
Yeah.
And I can give you potions and stuff, but then that fucks with the balance of dealing damage to you and whittling down your resources, and I'm not too experienced in that already, so I don't want to fuck that up too badly.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna drop you guys, but it's been cool.
Sure.
Catch you later.
Alchemical items like alchemical, what, like